Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, here is the skill, the highly regarded Devin the Dream Haney.
Man, what up, man? What's going on, family, man? Welcome back to another side of the Right Side Cookout, man. We about to cook for a minute. Didn't plan to go live tonight, but man said, fuck it, let's do it, man. Let's make something happen. Man, shout out to everybody in the building already, man. Shout out to my brother IB, who I be in the building. Shout out to my brother Ben Israel in the building, man. Salute to both of y'all, man. And tonight, man, we're gonna drop the link. We putting the link out there immediately. You feel me? Let me make sure I do it the right way. No, I fuck some shit up. Respectfully, of course, respectfully. All right, there go the link, man. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna post it to the top. Let me make sure I do it the right. We're gonna do it that way. I think that should be posted. If it don't, man, you never know what happened. But y'all click the link if y'all want to jump on. We got some topics we got to talk about. We got to discuss. Man, I missed the fights early this week. I missed them earlier today. Let me put it that way. And I did go back. I was able to catch Lara versus Wood. Hell of a fight, man. It just seemed like and I thought I had Lara winning that fight. I had him winning the fight. I thought he would win. I thought he would stop him. I didn't think he would be getting outboxed the way he was getting outboxed. I didn't see that happening. And it is what it is, you know. But at the same time, man, we got to give credit what credit is due. And for you to find your way, you know, regardless of how bad you were being beat, excuse me. Pin that to the message. Let me see if they do it. There we go. That's how you do it. And so, you know, I just thought that Lara he did what he could do. Or Wood, excuse me, he did what he could do, man. But he just didn't he couldn't engage on the inside. He couldn't let his hands go like necessary. So, you know, it is what it is, man. But it's been wild, man. It's been a wild week for me. Hold on. Man, I just came back. I had to drop my son off earlier today with his mom's. That's why we live, really. That's why we live, because there ain't no responsibility in the morning, which is rare. But, man, I tried to grab some fried fish. I got to talk about this. I don't know why I want to talk about this, but I got to talk about it. Tried to grab some fried fish. And, man, I've been getting bones caught in my throat ever since. You know, I'm used to getting the filet. But when you're in the country, you got to understand, they use real, it's that real fish. And so, you know, been getting a couple bones caught in my throat. But it's all good. We're still eating the sandwich. We're eating the fish sandwich regardless. Now, we got to touch on what we saw earlier. It seems like now it's being reported. First thing. I want to talk about AB first. You know, I was looking forward to this fight. I was looking forward to the fight and trying to be there. But damn it, with AB doing what he did, or AB did, it ain't like he was wrong or he did anything wrong, but the man got some of the worst luck we ever seen. I ain't never seen nothing like this. 3 opponents. Hank Lundy. Oh, well, first off, it was Ivan Redcatch, whatever the brother name is. Then Hank Lundy, and now Michael Williams Jr. I'm like, bro, Michael Williams Jr., they telling me that the brother got his jaw broke. How the hell you get your jaw broken in sparring, bro? Like, respectfully, of course, But this is weeks away from the fight. Why are you even sparring, bro? What are you sparring for right now? It's crazy. I mean, ain't no way you supposed to be up here sparring. And even if you are sparring, you shouldn't be sparring nobody who gonna put you in danger of missing a fight. A payday like this, and now all of a sudden you got your jaw broken in multiple spots. I got questions, man. My brother IB said, Glass Jaw Jenkins, aka Michael Williams. Ain't that a damn shame? A damn shame right there. Shout out to my brother Juice in the building. Salute to you, Juice. Salute King Dub. Shout out to you, brother. Much love to you. Appreciate you stopping through. Just didn't understand it, man, how you were able to put yourself at risk. And you look at somebody like Michael Williams Jr., regardless of what we want to think about AB, Michael Williams Jr. is benefited off of this fight. Win, lose, or draw, this is a benefit for him. It's getting his name out there. It's going to give him exposure. So it's hard for me to say that any type of foul play went on, but I'm like, man, ain't no way if I was Michael Williams Jr., hey, AB, you got to break my jaw. Ain't none of my sparring partners finna break my jaw, bro. It's not finna happen. I'm finna be at this fight. And it's like, bro, I don't understand what went on in that camp. We got to have more reports coming out, but that's incredible to me that you sit there and you go into a situation that's taking money out your pocket. Literally, you pay for sparring partners, right? You pay for your trainer. You pay to use the gym unless it's your gym. I don't think Michael Williams respected him. I don't know the level. I don't think he's that quality level fighter that he got his own gym. So you got all these things that you paying, and you bring somebody in the camp who can break your jaw. My God, what are we doing? My brother IB said, amateur hour in the Williams camp. Facts. Who was advising you? Who told you that it was okay to be sparring somebody at this current moment in time, being this close to the fight? Who told you should be sparring somebody who can break your jaw? Brother, from individuals I talked to, right? People who know the sport of boxing, what they would say is at this current moment in time, sparring is damn near done. You need to be trying to cut the weight. You need to be trying to make weight now. Maybe you was already on weight. Maybe that's what was going on. You wanted a little more action, but this was one of the dumbest decisions, respectfully, the dumbest decisions I've seen in the sport of boxing. Never seen an individual go out there and say, you know what, fuck my health. Oh, excuse my language. Forget my health. Forget the fight that I'm signed, even though it's me, give my opportunity. If he go out and he stop, think about it, he go out and beat AB. He go out and beat Adrian Broner. People looking at him, they're going to be like, hold on, who is this guy? Regardless of what we think about Adrian Broner, we know that they're trying to serve opponents up to him right now and BLK Prime. We know that. And so now, all of a sudden, you got your two individuals done got hurt. And now you got your opportunity, and you're not going to take advantage of the opportunity? You're not going to take advantage? That's a sad situation, man. And I got a problem with it. I got a problem with you allowing yourself to be hurt in this situation when you, if you're going to get hurt, go get hurt against Adrian Broner. Right? Go get hurt against him. Don't get hurt sparring, getting ready for the fight. Real quick, man. Shout out to my brothers in the building. My apologies, I'm on the tirade right now. Shout out to my brother Josh Sanders in the building, man. Mr. Respectfully. Yes, sir. You know what it is. My brother Josh said, hey, facts, Doug. I agree. He shouldn't have done that so close to the fight. Facts. He should have, take your time. Man, get in the ring, bro. Make sure you are capable of getting in the ring, man. Shout out to my brother Khan Shinery in the building. Shout out to you. Salute, bro. Appreciate you coming through. Man, we got the champ in the building, man, cooking with the champ. If y'all don't know, man, y'all missed a hell of an interview with Cooking with the Champ. If you didn't see it, make sure y'all go sub to the brother channel. He got all type of information and recipes for you, so you don't look like just the worst individual in the kitchen, like I can at some time. Although I still think I can cook. I think I can cook, man. You know, it is what it is. But let's see. Cooking with the Champ said, shout out to Con Shonery. Con Shonery said, what's up, Cooking with the Champ? My brother Josh Sanders said, I bet the guy was smaller than him that broke his jaw. Shaking my head, amazing to me. I don't disagree with that. He probably was a smaller guy. Yes, I don't know. Hey, Bass, shout out to you. Appreciate you coming through, bro. Not sure what that means. Not sure. Sip. I don't know. Elaborate for me, brother. Respectfully, of course, respectfully. But it just was such a wild situation that we ended up running to, where y'all tell me the last time y'all remember three individuals that one person was supposed to fight. Y'all tell me the last time y'all remember that guy, three fighters going down. You know what I'm saying? Usually, you know, you might be about to fight somebody, and you be like, hey, I got a backup plan. If the fight falls through, I got a backup plan. Well, AB needed two backup plans, and both of them fell through. When have we seen this happen? I was listening to my brother Ricky Williams. Shout out to Ricky Williams Boxing, man. If y'all not sub to Ricky Williams, y'all make sure y'all go sub over there. Shout out to TWT, the winning team. You know what I'm saying? My brother Josh Sanders, excuse me. But I'm listening to Ricky earlier, and Ricky said, hey, people want to give all these other type of things out as far as what the problem was. No, this is karma. This is chickens coming home to roost. That's what my brother Ricky, how he put it out there. And it's hard to disagree with it. Chickens coming home to roost. This is what's going on with AB right now. We got anybody who want to jump on, feel free, man. The link is definitely pinned in the chat. I'm gonna drop it again because I don't always see the pinned links when I be on panels either. But y'all do y'all thing if y'all want to. If you don't want to, I ain't mad at you. Let me see. There we go. Real quick, my brother, he said, Doug, maybe you didn't hear, but William Sr. called into Mark Nash show. No, I didn't. Roy had that kid sparring a week before the fight. Seemed suspect because he wanted him to pull out, but the kid refused. See, and that's that nonsense right there. That's that nonsense. I'm no professional boxer, nothing like it. But why would there's no way he's supposed to be cutting weight? He shouldn't be sparring. He should not be sparring at that time. And I think that's very interesting. I definitely got to go back and check my brother Mark Nash. I got to go check that interview. I will definitely go check that out. I did not hear him say that, but man, that's a sad thing right there. I'm not gonna. You never want to cast aspersions, right? You don't want to cast aspersions on nobody. But at the same time, I will say that that's a situation. That ain't what you're looking for, especially somebody like Roy Jones. I mean, damn, I wasn't a fan of Roy with Eubanks. I'm not really a fan of Roy as a trainer, right? I'm not really a fan of him. But at the same time, they had a kid sparring a week before the fight. That ain't how you rock, bro. That ain't what you do, man. You don't do things like that. And when you do them, you do them. When you do that, then you put your fighters in bad situations. Horrible situations, man. Real quick, man. Abi said, AB not ranked, so it's understandable why he fine tuned us. But damn, he ready to get back in there. Yeah, we ain't gonna have a chance with all this shit going on here. Shout out to my brother Mike Biggs boxing in the building. What up, bro? Much love to Mike Biggs, man. Y'all make sure y'all go sub to my brother Champion Hart. Hell of a show he got going over there. If you want to know how to cook, hey, that's who you need to be. That's who you need to be rocking with. My brother is in the building, man. Educated Jab, man. What up, man? Hold on, St. Louis, man. Let me make sure I get you right, bro. You know, man. You know you the family, bro. Yeah. Oh, okay. We got our brother Ben Israel backstage, man. Ben Israel in the building. Salute to you, Ben. What's going on, bro?
What's good, Dub? Right side. Shalom, my brother.
Hey, man, you know it's always love, my brother. It's always love. Hey, I will tell you real quick. I was watching. I was overlooking at Sinetta TV earlier. This was earlier this week. Hey, your brother Captain Cesariak might have been getting roast, man. He might have been getting, but I like Cap. I like Cap. So he talked that good shit. But what up, man? Ben, what's going on? Talk to me, bro.
What's good in the boxing world, man? Where you want me to start from, my G?
Well, first thing first, man. We got to talk about AB, man. You know, me being in Georgia, I was looking forward to the AB fight. It was supposed to be next week, and so I was supposed to. I just dropped my son off with his mom, but I even asked. I was like, "Hey, I need you to, take an extra week, this, that, whatever." She was like, "Cool." And so I was looking forward to going down to that fight, but at the same time, now the fight done been called off. I hope I ain't used resources that I wasn't supposed to use. You can't always ask for them favors. So. What you think about that, man? What you think about what's going on with AB, bro?
For one, hold on, give me a minute. Let me close this one. I'm watching this shit.
No. Shout out to my brother Educated. And that's why I fuck with my brother Educated, man. I know we be on that same shit, bro. So, yeah, man, I fuck with Cap, man. It's crazy. I fuck with a lot of the cats over there. But some of them, man... I ain't gonna hold you, Educated. Don't do me too wrong on this, bruh. Black Jesus Minister. I love hearing them. Hey, the comic relief in all the conscious community, bro. He started talking, I just started laughing because it's bullshit. But anyway, my bad, Ben. Go ahead, brother. Cook. What you think about AB, Ben?
It's almost good and it's sad for AB right now, man. It's good that he got another home, but it's sad that he can't get a fucking opponent to fight. We done went through 3 opponents for AB. And then you ask yourself, what type of motherfucking work is Bill K. Prime doing for AB? Is they playing with AB? Or AB playing with himself, what it is though, you know what I'm saying? Then a lot of people want to put pressure on Roy Jones for getting a boy jaw broke, but then it's just sad for AB right now though, man. I hope by Monday morning they find him an opponent, a motherfucking Uber driver. I wouldn't give a fuck who it is.
No, they already saying they're gonna cancel the fight. They're saying that they're gonna go ahead and chop it up.
They're gonna cap it up on AB, bro.
Yeah, AB said he don't quote me on. I don't want to say his exact words, but he said something to the effect of he'll be fighting in the next 8 months or something like that.
8 months.
I'm just saying that's why I say maybe it'll be sooner. I don't know. He said he was in great shape, but it did seem like he gonna.
Man, it's next year. That's next year. It's motherfucking February, almost to be March. That's the 3rd month. You put 8 on that. That's motherfucking and Turkey Day.
Yeah,
ain't nobody. AB ain't no big draw to get a date on Turkey Day. Man, he done said that, and BLK need to get that boy an advance check, man. That's fucked up, man. They
I
don't
mean,
let Terrence Crawford sit there and bankrupt these people again. And a lot of people put a lot of hype behind BLK. Oh, that's the next best thing, man. They finna promote 20 fights in the next 3 months. They finna put on fights better than all these great promoters. Yeah, man, they finna do that. Man, they following Triller with that dumbass shit. And this is what people went in and bought, man. And this fucked up how they doing Adrian Broner, my G.
hey man, you know I fuck with AB. So real quick, man, shout out to my brother J.A. Dixon in the building. Another Bulldogs fan. Much love, my brother J.A., man. Much love. Yeah, educated. Hey, hey, I gotta catch educated, bro. I gotta catch you. Me and you, we gotta catch some shit outside of goddamn this right here. I think we would chop a lot of shit up, bro. My brother J.A. said AB really be doing exhibition fights too. Yeah, nah, he should be. He should be doing exhibition fights. That's a fact. Why not? Hell, he got to do something to get his money up. Cooking, I grew up in, excuse me, I grew up on Chicago Ave.
And it just sad how they did AB. Shout out to my homeboy, Educated Jab in the building. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else done pulled up. Y'all hit that like button. Show Right Side some straight love, man. Subscribe to the channel. Tell y'all homeboy and y'all homeboy, he got the most controversial motherfucker up here, Benjamin Israel. So you know he had to just be out of his mind to bring Benjamin up here. You know what I'm saying? And I want to talk about this Jay Prince shit, man.
Hold on, Ben. That I was just going to ask you. So we got a lot of different things coming out, right? Especially when we talk it. I'm gonna just let you go on the Jay Prince situation because I'm hearing things on both sides of the situation. And what's your take on Jay Prince, bro? Talk to me.
You know, it's a sad situation. Shout out to the whole entire Migo. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Takeoff. First and foremost, have to lose his life. You know what I'm saying? After a tragic situation, when we as black men, when we assemble ourselves, you know what I'm saying? It always have to be a violent result. You know what I'm saying? We'll come to a party. It could be a barbecue for Boo Boo. Boo Boo just got out of jail. End result, Tutu and JJ got killed. You feel what I'm saying? But if it's a motherfucking event and you hosting it though, Dub Right Side, and everybody on your watch, everybody, all these your goons, my dudes. You feel what I'm saying? It shouldn't took place like this, my dude. And then they talking about Jay Prince snitching and shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to protect Jazz. And then if y'all really look at it, y'all know the streets. I see why Jay Prince ready to tell something, boy. Cause Jazz ass in trouble, bro. Ask me why Jazz in trouble.
I'm about to ask that question. I'm gonna say this first. Then he come out on the appearance and say instead of Takeoff, he wished that it was Quavo that was in that situation. I believe he came out and said that. And it's interesting.
He wasn't saying it was Quavo. He was saying that it would hope Migo Bands. Migo Bands is their security. It's a dude, see, this is where I want to go. And it's fucked up. I got a lot of respect for Jay Prince. Junior on some bullshit. Jazz is a real nigga, but he got fucked up in this situation. And it was on Junior watch to not allow this shit to go down, though, dog. So all of them accountable. And Senior, Jay Prince Senior, he doing what any father gonna do. He violating some ethic codes because now it's his son now. Motherfucker, we was taught not, all this snitch shit. But now when it's his son, he fucked the snitch game. He telling niggas, he done told the people, man, it was them Chicago nigga that did your boy in. Duke the jeweler. Got motherfucking Boosie looking like, hold up, man, you throwing me. You know, it's the curveball went left, bro, when he went to talking. But he protecting his sons, though. And you know what the key factor to that is, though, my dude?
Talk to me.
You know, when they went to talk about Cameron, the nigga DJ Pat, and all these other niggas and all them mob ties affiliated. So you give them, just hold them to they pass. But then you bring up this nigga Migo ties, Migo bands, who was there only to protect Takeoff and Quavo, only for to be their security. Now this nigga pulled up in Houston with no gun. Let's get this. I'm finna violate some ethicals with you, the right side, being Israel and everybody in the chat. Teach y'all some street shit. This motherfucker pulled up, supposed to be the security, with no Thule, no blicky now. So if you my nigga and this your event, I'm gonna ask you, hey Doug, let me get that blicky. This why so much hate for this nigga. Cause the nigga made a statement and he implicated, okay, I'm moving fast. So he came to town, no blicky. Needed blicky. Jazz provided the gun for this nigga now. The same gun that's all the shots being fired came from that motherfucking gun. Who provided? Everybody was there in that meeting but Jazz. This is why Jay Prince so hot about that nigga. For you to came here and made that statement, he supposed to left that shit out. But he got motherfucker, them goofy ass nigga $1 million worth. They ain't goofy. Them niggas real. Gillo them was trying to drop some real Jews to Junior, and he telling them, y'all fucking up everything y'all daddy built for y'all, bro. Y'all don't have to move like this, and none of them niggas ain't put in damn work on the streets, Doug. Niggas ain't put in no work. All the work they done put in, they put in finding Drake. Them niggas did artist work. They ain't did no street work. I talk about riding on a dude and all this shit. Them niggas did some more sucker shit. The NBA YoungBoy and got the man keys. That's when that shit was exploited, that they on that sucker shit. And these niggas was finna rob Takeoff. And it was Quavo with the energy.
All right, so look, man. What I would say is, I think, like I said, bro, when I had
the nigga Migo Bands,
hold on.
Bands went to the police station and dropped the dime. The cracker saying, where you got the gun from? He said, I got it from Jazz Prince. See, now it's controversy. Jazz denying the fact that he gave this man. The man Migo Bands came back from Atlanta, flew back to Houston, dug up in the foul pot because the nigga ran off and he buried the gun in the nigga dug the shit up, gave it to the police. This when Jay Prince was like, man, why they didn't arrest this nigga? This nigga made a statement and he gave up the gun.
So you saying Jay Prince is the problem right now? Or his son is? His son,
he allowing these dumb motherfuckers to run around and do dumb shit, done cause motherfucking takeover. And you got this old dumbass nigga Cam over there. That's Junior little slaughter.
Now Ben, and I want to talk about this. I do want to talk about it, but not tonight. We got you coming. You locked in for the 28th, my brother? Ben, are you there? Can you hear me? All right, we're going to wait for you to come back, Ben. We got you locked in for the 28th. This coming Tuesday, we got Major Key. He'll be on Rocking with Right Side. After that, we're going to have my brother Ben Israel, and he'll elaborate on this situation a little more. I did want to ask, though. I did, and Ben, when you come back, everybody, man, y'all make sure, man, the link is...
I'm elaborating on everything concerning with boxing, my G. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to just elaborate on that. You know what I'm saying? And I think
not just that. Hold on, Ben. No, it ain't just that. We want you to cook on everything you want to talk about, brother. You know how it is when you on Rocking with Right Side. It's about you, and we want it all about anything you're talking. But we do have to move forward, and I did want to ask this question right here. We've heard, and I don't believe it, but we have heard that there's a possibility right now that Bud Crawford and Errol Spence Jr., EJ, The Truth, there's a possibility they are talking behind the scenes looking to make the fight happen next. We haven't heard an announcement for Keith Thurman yet, right? You got Bozy Ennis, I believe, coming out saying that EJ, he's about to drop the IBF belt and that Boots is next in line and will be the IBF champion. What do you think of all this, man? Talk to me. I know you man down all the way every day.
EJ got a Mayday with your boy Keith Thurman. That's official. But it is official that your boy Terrence Crawford is back. He want to talk. He's behind the scene talking to them people. I don't know, but there's a lot of speculations. You feel what I'm saying? I hope this time when Bud come out that huddle, he don't come out with all no propaganda with that bullshit like he like to do. He like to come out with the motherfucking huddles and start throwing rocks because he don't want to box. It's two options. When you come out of huddle, you either want to box or throw rocks. That nigga come out the huddle the last time, he threw rocks. Now he's back.
Now, hold on. Let's break it down. I don't want to get too far going before I ask the questions. Let first, right? So you saying that Keith Thurman, that fight, it's a date for it, and I hadn't heard a date for it. I haven't. So I'm asking, is there a date, in your opinion, for that Keith Thurman fight? Is that fight definitely going to happen? Are you there, Ben? You're on mute if you're talking. You're on mute. Okay, well, whenever you're ready to be in call, I'm just saying I do not believe that fight is going to happen. I don't know if the Thurman versus Thurman EJ fight happens. We haven't heard a date yet. I know Ben just said it's going to be in March. Well, once again, this is going to be a year turnaround for Errol Spence, a year plus turnaround. I thought April was too late for him fighting, simply because that's that year. And I'm not a fan of inactive fighters. The next thing is do y'all, and I'm gonna ask anybody in the chat, do y'all think right now that EJ and Bud, do y'all think they're in negotiations behind the scenes to make this fight happen? They gonna spring it on us, and we all gonna be excited? Does anybody?
Ain't nobody knowing about it. Right side, who talking about it? I had made a suggestion about this a long time ago. A lot of people said it was Then your boy Mike kept what you just said. Oh, Bud somewhere talking to somebody. We don't know who he's talking to. But it's only gonna be one people he's talking to. And if he don't come out, because I ain't gonna be no fucking off that date with Keith Thurman. And yes, after that fight, if the boy come out the huddle, he gonna honor Keith Thurman. He gonna do that. Then after that, by that time, your boy gonna be in the hand of his business, hand healed up. I'm talking about Mel Charlo. Tony gonna be on way across the pond, beat Tim Zeus up. I'm hypothetically speaking. I'm moving fast forward. Because Tim Zeus might end up beating Tony Harrison ass. Then he back in the equation with the motherfucking Mel Charlo fight. That'll be back on the table. But then if Tony Harrison upset that shit, and then, take care of Keith Thurman, you got an undisputed fight at 154. It ain't going to be no more, Terrence can mandate WBO. WBO going to say, you got to sit your ass aside. We got a motherfucking 3 division coming up here ready to invoke all them motherfucking belts. So you might have to get the winner of that. And then he's still gonna have to do business with PBC again. So it's be best for him to start doing business with PBC now. Sit down and make all the fights in your career with PBC.
Well, first things first, man. Shout out to my brother Bass. Much love to you. Appreciate you coming through tonight, man. My brother Philip H is in the building. Shout out to my brother Philip H. Educated Jab, as always, my brother. The Boston Scholar is in the building. Shout out to the Boston Scholar, man. Much love, Scholar. I think I got Jay. Make sure if I didn't catch you, J.A., I gotta put this up there right there. I do gotta put that up there. Hey, with EJ, and we gotta ask this question. Ben, you say, and I know you man down all day, every day. I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad at it at all. I want to ask though, um, they're giving us a date, or no, let me rephrase it. They haven't given us a date, but they are saying that it's going to be EJ versus Thurman at 154. If EJ fights Thurman at 154, Ben, does he quote unquote spin the block and come back down to fight Bud Crawford? And before you answer,
Listen. That fight got to happen.
Hold on, Ben. Let me finish. I'm gonna bring my brother the Scholar in real quick. Scholar, I'm gonna get to you in a second. I'm gonna finish my question to Ben. Ben, I want you to answer. Then we're gonna go to my brother, the Boston Scholar. Ben, and once again, it seems like the Thurman fight, there are no concrete dates on it. There's no real information coming out about it. If that fight happens at 54, which is what they're talking about, even though there are no concrete dates, right? Do you see Errol Spence being able to quote unquote spin the block, drop those 7 pounds, come back down to 47, and go for undisputed against Bud Crawford? Do you see
for one, I'm gonna get on what you said. It's no concrete ever the fight being announced at 54. You want me to speculate because you speculate on that. I'm not gonna do that. If you had common sense to say, well, it ain't been no concrete ever, I'm just saying, no, I ain't gonna comment on that. But one thing I will tell you, if Bud is in negotiation with EJ, like all the people is saying behind the scenes, and Bud make this fight, it ain't gonna be no motherfucking Keith Thurman. And that's to put Bud out the side. Just imagine if they don't come to terms again. That fight is gonna be announced. What division? 154 or 147? I don't give a fuck. Cause after this here, I'm betting on motherfucking Tim Tony Harris to beat Tim Zeus over there in Australia, to come back home and sit his ass to the side while EJ and motherfucking Mel Charlo get it on at 154 for undisputed, my G. You feel what I'm saying? That's what being Israel guy. It ain't no if your boy this is spin the block for Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford got one option. He can make it happen before the Keith Thurman. If he not sitting down Dub right side and trying to make this shit happen, no the hell not. Is no spinning no motherfucking block, waiting on him like he's a special individual when you got your stable made up there with all the belts. And you are the biggest draw at 147 and 154. Who the bigger draw?
Hey, bro, I ain't mad at you. I agree. I think the bigger draw right now is the undisputed champion at 54. I think that is the bigger draw, but I do want to see Bud and EJ fight. I'm gonna kick it over to the Scholar. Then we coming back to you, Ben. Go ahead, Scholar. What you got on it?
Man, you gotta give me some theme music or something, bro. When I come, it's a special event every time I grace your platform.
And we appreciate you, brother. We appreciate your grace. And matter of fact, I'm gonna switch it up I'm gonna switch it up for you, Scholar. Watch this. No, we're gonna throw this on for you right here because we rock with you. Hopefully, it don't get the channel 2 demonetized. Yeah, we ain't monetized yet anyway, so we got a little leeway to work with.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about right there.
That's what we think about you, Scholar. That's what we think about you. Go ahead, my brother.
Hey, you did some shit just then. Now you got me crushed. But yeah, man, it's a better chance of Mel fighting. Mel is not fighting EJ. That fight ain't happening in Israel. It's a better chance of EJ and Bud happening than Mel and Spence. Spence seem to want to smoke, but it don't seem like Mel wants to smoke. And the scenario that EJ gave, he said, if the money right, we'll fight. And it's like Mel don't be selling like that. Like that Mel and Castano fight was exciting as fuck, but it didn't do good numbers. So I mean, Mel ain't no draw like that to even interest him versus Spence. So that fight is definitely not happening. But as far as the EJ and Bud, man, I hope they in negotiation. That's all I can say. Like, but if they ain't, man, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, boxing it won't be the first time they let us down. We never got Riddick Bowe versus Lennox Lewis. Shit, We got a whole bunch of fights we never got made. So boxing lets us down, but it's not all bad. We get some exciting ass fights. Sometimes we get fights, fighters we don't even got name recognition. They give us some exciting ass fights on the undercard. So I mean, you got to take the good with the bad. But I just personally, I think that this fight has a possibility of happening, but I just don't think it will happen because I don't think they'll ever get the business together. I don't think either fighter is scared of them. I think both fighters want this legacy fight, and they both want their heads on each other's wall. But I just think the business is always going to fuck up the potential fight. The fight happening. I don't see it happening.
I want to see it happening. I want it to. You get to a point in time where, although you want certain outcomes, you become very realistic about the outcome. And although I know this is, bruh, hey, I'm ready, y'all. I'm willing to give up a lot of vacation. I was willing to give up a lot of vacation time last year. You know what I'm saying? I got my shit stacked. Now I'm like, I'm gonna make sure I'm saving it. I'm not gonna do that no more, bro. I have no faith in the fight.
Well, this the time it's gonna shock. This the time it's gonna shock the world. And I'm telling y'all, they are in negotiation. I'm making it, but I don't want to sit here and be just like motherfucker told me, oh, the fight gonna happen last year. I said, I don't know, man. Bud ain't sounding right. He's standing on that dumbass. He worked all this money, and Bud is not worth that money. Boxing scholar. I mean, I respect his accolades and all the things he did in boxing, but that doesn't determine the sales, the draw. When you mention the fight, like the fight with Castano and motherfucking Mel Charlo did, it did better than David Albanese and motherfucking your boy Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter. So that number still would draw. When you got a unified welterweight champion, 3-belt holder, coming up there to challenge the current undisputed, is a bigger draw than Terrence Crawford. And Terrence Crawford still will have to turn around and do business with the people at PBC though, my G. There's no avoiding that.
Yeah, I don't get into the business of saying what fighters deserve.
You have to address that though,
man. That's what the lawyers
to a fight. Fuck the business. How they
that's what the lawyers are there for. They negotiate. My fight is worth this. I represent my client. I ain't no lawyer. I ain't representing neither one of them.
You might well fight a stablemate. You said he ain't gonna fight Mel Charlo. He is gonna fight him because it make a lot of sense financially. They prize fighters.
The Castano fight was for undisputed, bro, and them numbers was trash.
Man, it was better numbers than, like I told you, it was better number than David Albanese and Sean.
But David didn't have no belt.
$100.
David Albanese didn't have no belt. According to the internet, that fight couldn't even happen.
Mel Charlo and Costello, the second fight, did better numbers than Sean Porter and motherfucking David Albanese at both games, because Sean Porter and your boy Sean Porter and your boy Terrence reported 1.3 and David Albanese reported 1.1, and we already know what that shit did with them at the gate, because all them people thought your boy Castano was finna upset Mel Charlo.
But see that you just made the point. The only reason that the second fight did way better than the first fight, because the first fight was horrible numbers, was because there was controversial there. A lot of people thought that Mel lost.
When you combine, see what I'm trying to get you to see, you combine both numbers, you got 2.3. You got exactly what this man did at his only on one gate at the second fight, and he's still a better draw. When you talking A-side, how you determine A-side boxing scholar?
I don't.
It's dealing with sales, right?
I don't. That's why I just say I don't do that.
But you know, when you be making these videos talk about the A-side Crawford, you got to understand and you got to defend that stuff. People be calling A-side Crawford. They got to say they just use an A-side Crawford with his accolades, but that doesn't make him an A-side sell. He's not a draw.
I ain't never said that. I ain't never said no A-side shit. You know where that A-side shit came from, Ben? It came from Mayweather. Before Mayweather, people didn't even talk about fucking money. Fans was real fans. Now
We ain't
fans
gonna say who
is
the
managers.
forefather. We ain't gonna say who the forefather. But I'm saying when you got these Bud Crawford fans running around here, and he talk about B-side Spence, Easy Route Spence, A-side Crawford, B-side Spence. I'm talking about those people. We already know Mayweather is the super A-side, the quadruple, the triple. Ain't he the quadruple super back end king? So he done killed it on both sides. He showing everybody he opened the door. Terrence Crawford can walk through the door. He could sign, he could sit down and negotiate with all the terms with the people at PBC, go over there and beat them people and make a substantial amount of money, bro. But if you go over here and sign with motherfucking Golden Boy and want to fight a dude like Frank Rocha and motherfucking Ric Flair, aka Blair Cobbs, because they ain't gonna give you Virgil Ortiz just out the box. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
a tough
then
fight.
they ain't gonna give him no big lucrative signing deal, 3-fight deal, no $50 million. Terrence Crawford ain't no return. He can't even return on 10.
Yeah, so I guess the difference between me and the people that you mentioned is I'm a boxing fan. I mean, I don't pretend to know what a fighter deserves to make or what I feel like they should
But if
make
they
the most.
deserve to fight then. Wild fight don't want to fight. And the Bud is liable for that too. If you just gonna blame him for not wanting to fight, he said when he see EJ is on site. Why it wasn't on site when he saw him? Why
So
is
he's supposed to fight EJ for free?
Now you want to talk about the business. I said if you want to stand on just the fight thing, he said when I see a dude, he said that he know the money gonna be there, I'm gonna beat his ass. What about that? He know the money gonna be
I'm not
there.
getting what you're
Why
saying,
you
Ben.
think
Hey,
he
let me
EJ ass?
hold on. Let me ask this question. And this is for both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't have hey, I rock with Bud, I rock with EJ. I really don't have a dog in the fight. I do pick EJ to beat Bud, but I'm a fan of Bud. Ben will tell me I cap for Bud. That's what Ben will tell me, respectfully. And so my question is this for both of y'all. When we see how all of this kind of played out, right? Is it the promoters that we should be blaming for the fight not happening? I've heard people tell me that EJ been ducking for 5 years, and then I also heard the perspective that Bush said he agreed to everything and then signed the contract. It's a lot of things going on. So we're gonna go to my brother the Scholar first, then we're gonna come to you, Ben. Scholar, what overall, you feel me, from the beginning to now, what's the hold up with this fight? Is it the promoters? Is it the fighters? Is it one or other party? What's the hold up? Break it down.
So you might not like my answer, right side.
No, I don't have to lie.
So here's
respect you.
this what I say to that, man. I'll say this. There was a time where Don King was in boxing, right? And he was fucking over fighters left and right, but he was putting together some badass fucking cards, right? But there was nobody in boxing who would count Don King's pockets and how much he was paying the fighters other than the media, right? But fans was just fans back then. But because boxing has moved on to YouTube, these YouTubers act like they the media now. So they done took the place of the Larry Merchants and all these guys, and they be pocket watching like a motherfucker. Like, people didn't even really care about how much a fighter made until Floyd Mayweather came. Nobody said that A-side shit until Mayweather talked about him and De La Hoya, how he played the B-side and then became the A-side. So if fans don't know their place, it's not my place to blame anybody for the fight. It was just bad business. It's like if Pepsi and Coke sat down to make a business deal, I mean, and the numbers wasn't right, they wouldn't make the deal. It's like any other business. I do not believe if either fan on each side believes that either one of these guys is scared, they don't know shit about boxing. Neither one of these guys are scared of each other. I know what fear look like, and they not scared of each other. So that argument is fucking null and void. I just feel like they just got to get the business together. Do I think they'll ever do it? I don't know. I don't think so. I think if they ever get the business together, it'll be when they well past their primes, and people still want to see the fight name, but we're not gonna get the best athletic version of those two.
Now, Doug right side, I hope this was a debate because I'm finna burn him up real easy because he ain't answer your question. He went round the question. You asked him who's the promoter or is the boxer problem. Was that not the question you asked? Yes or no?
The question was, I want to, and I know it's a yes or no answer, Ben, but I want to repeat the question.
Yes, repeat the question.
Should we be blaming the promoters,
the promoter, or the fighter,
or either fighter for the fight not taking place?
Okay, now let me tell you what he did. Like I told you, he ain't answer your question. The first name he came and mentioned, he brought up a name with Don King. And I'm going to laugh at that. And I'm going to say, yes, Don King was a great promoter. But the last promoter this motherfucker was under was a promoter called Bob Arum. And Bob Arum, Boston Scholar, which and you got mad at me by, was calling Terrence Crawford a piece of shit, blah, 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 blah. I ain't going to go into details about it because I'm going to answer the question. Since you know that Bob Arum was the promoter, because he said Terrence Crawford don't want to sit down and negotiate fights with Errol Spence. Who did you blame at that time? That's answering the question. I'm blaming Bob Arum. But I took the limb and I blamed Terrence Crawford. I blame Bob Arum. I side with Terrence Crawford in that matter. So I'm answering the question. It was Bob Arum's fault because I believe Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford said he wasn't doing it. He ain't making the fights. I side with him. Moving forward, he said, when I get out this shit here with Bob Arum, I'm my own boss. Now this where I'm putting all the blame on his ass at. Because now he's saying he is his own boss, he is his own promoter, he's everything now, Boston Scholar. So you asked the question, Doug right side, who I blame? Solely 100% Canfish Crawford. The reason why I'm blaming him, when he came out, he said Bob was robbing him. He's a white man. He's trying to do this to me, and I'm a black man. Then he went over there with the great Al Heyman. And the first thing came out of his mouth, Al trying to rob me. And that's answering your question. He's to blame.
So, I ain't ever gotten no argument with you about Bud Crawford. I don't know where that shit came from. But I answered the question. I just didn't answer it with a yes or no. I answered it how I look at boxing. I don't do breakdowns on purses. I do breakdowns on the X's and O's of boxing because I'm a fan of boxing. I don't pocket watch. If me and Ben Israel was in the hood and somebody pulled up and somebody was like, that nigga ain't really getting money like that, we would look at that nigga as weak for watching that other man's pockets. That's not the trait of a man. So I don't pretend to know the business. Like I said, they sat down in negotiations.
If you
right?
pull up in the hood with Ben Israel, they gonna know.
Hold on, Ben. They gonna
who is he? They gonna say, I'm gonna say that's the Boston.
Ben.
That's my
yeah, but Ben, if you was, I got it right side. I got it right side. We ain't finna argue. But if somebody came up and started saying, like, let's say you left the block and somebody was like, that nigga ain't really getting money like that, I would look at that dude as weak for pocket watching you, bro. What a man make is what a man make. It ain't nobody business but his wife or his girlfriend.
See, ain't nobody talking about pocket watching anyway. We talking about fighters and who to blame. Now this the third time you mentioned pocket watching. So that just let me you own again.
How could somebody be an A side or a B side, Ben, if you're not watching their pockets? Everybody
you said you don't step on that. And I just went on to you. I said your boy said when he see EJ is on site. You said that he the ace. You went back to the pocket watching thing again, like you like to use the word. I told you. You said we don't, but I'm gonna remind you we do, and you like to use them words. And I tell y'all, Bud Crawford fans, it don't make no sense. Y'all got to start supporting that dude, man. Y'all got to start going to his fights,
bro. I went to Errol Spence fight
EJ and get the biggest person in his whole career, bro.
I see what you're doing, man. You looking for an argument, bro. But you talking to somebody who a fan of both.
I'm not doing that.
I'm a fan of both, bro. I bought tickets to the Errol Spence fight, bro. Like, nah, you talking to the wrong one. I'm from Texas, bro. If anything, you know what I mean? I might be a little more partial to Errol Spence. Like, nah, you talking to the wrong one. Like, I think both of them are great fighters. I think they both great in their own perspectives. But like I said, I don't get in the business of boxing because I don't.
So if you had to pick one boxer scholar, Bud or EJ, who you betting your money on?
I wouldn't bet. I think it's a 50-50 fight.
If you had to bet, who you putting your money on?
I just told you, I ain't betting. I bet on that Keith Thurman fight. I hope he fight Keith Thurman.
You take a side bet with Canfish.
No. See,
the house on EJ.
The
world know it.
There's a difference between me.
Sell this shit.
This the difference between me and most people being Israel. Everything. When people be trying to bet me online, bro, I take the same approach I take in my everyday life, bro.
Listen, man. I ain't scared of none of them dudes down there in Houston, bro.
Now, listen to me, man. You don't even know what I'm about to say.
I be in Dallas. I fuck with them dudes. I ain't got no pressure. But man,
listen to me. You don't even know what I'm about to say.
I just want to say one thing.
My first, fifth, third, fourth, all my constitutional right.
Hey, Ben, I want to say thing. I think it's a great thing when you go to these places that you don't feel you shouldn't feel. Matter of fact, you should be in one of the individual that people that they're gonna show love when you come, right? I think it should be a blessing and a way it shouldn't be smoke, and you shouldn't have to check in with a motherfucker to go to a city. You should be able to go there in peace, as long as you keep it peaceful. And
how did the conversation get over to this?
My brother. Now, well, y'all started talking about the different cities.
Boston Scholar, you've been dancing around me. Bro.
Whenever we start talking about,
I've been dancing around you. What you talking about?
All right,
hold on, right side. Let me hear him out. What you talking about?
Whenever we when we start, respectfully to both y'all, the only reason I muted y'all is because I want to say when we go to different cities, regardless of where we from, we there should be a level of decorum, and we should be able to go and move regardless in that city. So. And we should be welcome, regardless if we talk to somebody, we don't talk to somebody. We should be welcomed overall. Scholar, we're going to go to you, then we're coming back to you, Ben Israel. Go ahead, Scholar. My apologies for you.
I don't, man. This is your show. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm just so confused. Like the conversation, Ben, I think you've been drinking, bro. Like the conversation that went from A to Z to X to Y to L. Like you said, I've been dancing around you. What are you talking about?
You want me to respond? Or are you ready?
Go ahead.
I've been telling you about certain fighters, and you've been talking about this side. You don't pocket watch. You know, I told you getting all the way around. Nobody wasn't talking about pocket watch. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. I asked you what I did ask you. How do you factor a side? How do you determine a side? You know what I'm saying? And I
told you I don't.
It's not based on accolades, though, my G. And I left it alone. Then you came back with the pocket watcher. That's when you be dancing that little, you trying to get at something. And then you said something again about the pocket watcher a minute ago. You know what I'm saying? We be coming in here, we be starting this pocket watching, you know. If your boy Terrence Crawford a flop, bro, he a straight flop. He was on the biggest platform, though, Boxing Scholar. He was on ESPN, my G. He a 3 division. Fought the likes of Gamboa, Ricky Burns, Udongo, motherfucking what the other dude name? And then went up there. He fought motherfucking your boy became WBO champion. Jeff Horn. Then he went on and knocked everybody out. He got a great career. I ain't never shit on Bud Crawford. I just tell you, EJ will put his ass in a coma, my G.
So here's the truth. EJ, I've been watching EJ and Bud since the beginning of both of their careers, and both of them have slipped. That's probably something you haven't noticed. Both of them have slipped. Like people talking about this fight being in their primes, both of them is not in their primes, to be all the way honest with you. But you keep saying my guy. Why you keep saying Bud is my guy, bro? I like Bud, but I also like EJ. Like I don't know what it is. I feel like you're fishing for an argument.
No, I'm not. You keep using this term. Stop using that term, argument. I never raised my voice with you, my G. And I'm muted every time you say that you talk. I went on mute. So don't ever say I'm pressing, because you done seen me press for argument. You done seen me lie. I'm not that. The thing what I'm telling you is you from Texas and you ain't giving EJ no status. I know right side fuck with Bud. Ain't no question about that. Me and him already clear on that.
Wait a minute. Hold on, bro. I do fuck with Bud. I do fuck. That's a fact. I do. I fuck with Bud.
When Right Side was on my panel and he asked me who did I thought would win the fight.
Why
And I told him
being Israel on the panel?
I told you had been on there before. I don't do a lot of lives. My shit is mostly breakdowns. I go to other people live and support them. But
do that. I want you to work on the boxing scholar, man, because you be talking
hold on, big. Hold on, let the brother point out.
So
I know I want to talk. Go ahead.
When Right Side asked me, I told him I could see two scenarios in the fight ending. I don't think the fight is going to go to decision. Puro disagreed with me, but I personally think that either the fight is going to end with Bud catching Errol Spence with an uppercut or Errol Spence stopping Bud with body work. I can see both of those scenarios happen. It just depends on how the fights start. Whoever implements their game plan better and forces the other person to fight their fight will win the fight. And I ain't psychic. I don't know who's going to do that. I feel like both of them are capable.
What is this uppercut you talk about? Bud catching EJ with that supposed to stop the fight?
Yeah.
Oh man, you tripping. This the part what I tell you, boxing scholar, you being from Texas, and I respect your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not being biased. You know what I'm saying? You're being fair. You know, but EJ is something different. Bud done seen EJ punch placement. He done looked over all this man fight. Even hating ass motherfucking Bernie McIntyre done seen this shit. Fat Mac, the one who calls motherfucking Shakur Stevenson to miss weight, had Shakur in McDonald's with him, eating all them pork chop sandwiches and shit, and not being dedicated. For real. And then when you look EJ work over like Bud did and seeing the type of punch placement he do, because they say Bud can switch it. They say Bud got a punch that'll knock anybody out. But I'm saying, damn, can he do it to EJ though, my G? In the back of my mind, I feel like you feel like Bud can't do it. And I want that fight. You should be hoping that Bud over there in California with the executives and sit down trying to make that fight.
On the flip side of that, what if they sit down for another fucking 4 months, hold the division up, and then decide not to fight again? That would be bad for boxing.
EJ got a fight in May. They did that shit with Bud last year. Bud got a time limit, and he got by the next week. If he don't got that shit done by next week, it's Keith Thurman. That shit
I want that fight to happen. A lot of people see. This is what I was trying to say earlier. See, what I do is a lot of people try to bet me online, bro, and I'm like, bro, why would I bet you $100 when I could take that same $100, pick the round, and win $1,000? You know what I mean? If I win with them, I only make 100. So I always I take the same logical approach I take in my breakdown.
Well, you can take that. You can take the 1,000, go to the casino, and the person go to their casino, and the bet will be placed up.
But I'm not gonna get the same return. I can get $1,000 if I pick the round.
You blessing the bet.
Yeah, I get $1,000 if I pick the round that Thurman gets stopped in.
No, you bet me.
If I bet you 100, you're gonna give me 1,000.
No.
That's what the casino will give me.
If you bet 100, the casino gonna give you 1,000. If what now?
If I pick the round.
The round that motherfucker.
Hold on, wait a minute. Now there is so we it's a lot going on right now in this conversation when we're talking about picking the round.
Yeah, because you don't mess me up, because he said something that blowed my mind, and I don't know if I said something to blow your mind. But if I did, I can defend mine. But he said something that really blew my motherfucking mind. About $100 to $1,000. And I need to know what you talking about with that bet, Boston Scholar.
Yeah, it's a site I use. I use two of them. I use my bookie and BetUs, and you go look at the odds, right?
Hold on. Bet US. Bet US.
Yeah, BetUS. So
Okay.
like with Better Be, right? They thought Better Be was gonna knock out Joe Smith, but they thought it was gonna be late. So they put their big odds at the front, right? So what I did is I said, what round could I see him going in? I was like, he gonna come out, he gonna have that pussy in him. I already know it. He gonna be scared. And I was like, I could see him going in the third. So I had $50, so I bet 50 in the third, and I hedged it with the fourth. And then I won $500.
Hey, I will say, and it depends because certain bets, right? I do understand where you're coming from with the betting perspective. Usually, when I bet, I bet I really don't do too much of the what do they call them? I go more. What the fuck you call them shits?
Under over.
Not under over. Under over is cool. The prop bet. I don't really do prop bets, right? And so if when I put my bets together is I have this person winning by this round maybe. Let me rephrase it. I don't do prop bets for other sports outside of boxing. And so when I'm looking at the different bets and how to put them up, tonight I bet Lara would win the fight by stoppage. I didn't pick a round. I just picked the stoppage. You know what I'm saying? And so when y'all go into those different type of bets and those different type of things, then I there it is. I bet the money line, not the prop bets. That's what I'm talking about. Appreciate you, IB. And so when you speak on those other bets, as far as what the money line may be, or not line, but what the props and how the that shit confused me a tad bit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm probably the one lost in the situation what you're talking about. So I'll shut the fuck up and let you keep my apology, Scholar. And to you being Israel. Go ahead. All right, my brother said, he said I was selling dope. He said I was selling dope from the desk. I'm like, huh? With cameras on me at the same time, selling dope. So I told the chick, the camera is so, or check the camera owner, wrote that bitch up and told her, leave me out. Amazing. Amazing. This is what goes on. If you don't press these individuals, then they'll fuck you up on some nonsense. Ben Israel, man, I got a question for you. Are you there?
Go ahead, my G.
Tank versus Ryan. Tank versus Ryan. Does that fight happen? And
It's definitely happening.
You think it's gonna happen?
Signed, sealed, and delivered.
I believe today, Ryan came out and said the contract had been signed and sent back. I believe he said that today.
Both parties done been reporting it on their IG. You know, they said that they're waiting on a fight date. I believe this fight gonna be in Vegas. You know what I mean? So it's a big fight. You know what I'm saying? Then after that fight, you ask yourself in the lightweight division, who the winner gonna face? Do you pick Shakur Stevenson or do you take Devin Haney, the reigning and defending undefeated lightweight champion of the world? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people giving Devin Haney a lot of static. They giving Bill a lot of static because of how he went at Bernard Hopkins. And Bill doing a great thing. You know what I'm saying? Bill doing an outstanding thing. And if Bill wasn't Devin Haney's father, y'all be saying Bill Haney is the best promoter out here in the business. And he pushing his son. And if y'all think his son is all cap, send Tank, send Shakur Adams to knock his ass off. We seen what Ryan and motherfucker Teal did. They tell their hard ass.
So now, Ben, we gotta about it. If we gotta rate these fighters, right? We gotta rate them right now. We don't, and I mean, we only have the current knowledge that we have of each fighter to go off of, right? Who's the number one lightweight, or at this current moment in time, who's the number one individual in the lightweight division? Who do you put number one?
You put Devin Haney. Devin Haney.
Hold on. No belts. We're not talking. I'm talking about because I got Dev too. I agree, but to be objective.
Hold on. Let me make sure you're gonna talk about belts don't matter shit.
Well, if I don't say that,
start all that
if I don't say, let me tell you, Ben. If I say it, they're gonna tell me I'm not being objective. That I'm leaning toward Devin Haney because he has all the belts.
What's the lot? The money solidify legacy in the Hall of Fame?
No, it doesn't at all. It doesn't.
Okay, so the belt does matter.
I never said it didn't matter, but we and see, this is why I do this. This is why I do this because anybody who has or who understands anything about the sport of boxing understands that.
Man, I need you to get. Hey, you know what I need you to do? Knock out my number, man, because I need to set up. I want to go 1-on-1. I need to go up there. I want y'all to be the judges. UOKKC and knock out and say, man, get the number, man. I said, man, Doug got the number. I want you to give him a number, man. I want to set up a date for any dude. Big Israel want to go 1-on-1 with anybody talking straight boxing.
Hey, let me know.
Well, and I got you
got to give me. Hold on. Hey, Ben, hold on, Ben. You got to give me a topic. So I have a topic to go push. So give me a topic, and then I'll definitely hit knockout up, and we'll make it happen. We'll make it.
It could be concerning Tate Davis, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, or who I represent. I represent Man Down Today, Tomorrow, and Forever. Any Errol Spence topic.
All right. So correct me if I'm wrong, Ben. Correct me if I'm wrong. Topics open for debate. You're taking Devin against anybody. You're taking EJ against anybody. Yes or no?
That part.
All right, I got you.
On the moving up part, the anything, the standing here defending, all that.
Got you. I'm gonna chop it up with my brother Knockout tomorrow, and we'll definitely. I'm gonna hit you, and I would definitely give you some shit to talk about. Definitely got that going for you. But moving forward, man, I gotta move forward and shit. Man, what time is it?
2:00, man. We got time.
Ben, you ain't one for. All right,
anybody in the chat, Educated Jab, man, that link in the chat, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Hey, IB, man, come up here and spit your thing to Dub right side, man.
Hey, we got the, hold on, man, I gotta say it, man. We got the great brother in the building. The champ is in the building. Champion Heart had if you didn't see his interview, amazing interview. The brother put on, showed out, man. Champ, what's going on, bro? Appreciate you stepping through tonight.
It's all good, brother. How you doing, man?
Man, I can't complain. Can't complain at all.
My brother, is that Ben Israel?
Yes,
Shalom, Champion Heart. Yours truly, man.
Yeah.
How you been doing, my brother?
What's going on, man? How you been, brother?
All is well. The Most High is great.
All right. Man, Dub, man, I never really talk about this fight, bro, because I really don't believe it's gonna happen, man. So I really never talk about it. Because I've never seen, we're talking about that, I'm sure I've never seen this era of boxing, man, to where you can't, if you think another fighter is going to beat another fighter, then you're a hater. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you like both fighters. You're looking at both fighters, but you think that Bud is going to win, or you think that Spence is going to win. Doesn't mean that you hate Spence. Doesn't mean that you hate Bud. It was never like that. I can remember back when when Ali fought crazy. You know what I'm saying? People picked who they picked. You know what I'm saying? But it was never a situation where, you know, guys was arguing and ready to fight over, you know, opinions of boxing. It's crazy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's crazy. And like you said, it was interesting because back then, and this was honestly, before my time. This is before my time, but I was able to how I want to put it. I grew up around old people, right? When you grow up around old people, you get a different experience. You get a totally different experience than what you do growing up around people your age. And so when I say I grew up around old people, it's not a knock on anybody. It's that I was able to, I saw things that a lot of my friends, you know, when I go talk to them, especially when we talk boxing, when we talk, it ain't just boxing. It's a whole kind of generation of how people were doing things, if that makes sense.
Right.
And so when I speak on how I grew up there, hence one of the reasons I can talk old school boxing is because that's kind of what I grew up on. It's what I learned. It's what I knew. And when you talk about how we really seen fighters have the negotiations in public, not necessarily in public, but to have them the way that they've been happening, for the fights to be stalled the way they've been stalled.
Right.
This is very new to the sport of boxing. We did see this in the mid 90s. The mid 90s, you did start to kind of see it that way, but the majority of the time, you didn't see this. You saw
That's
the
true.
best fighting the best. And now when we look at it and we want to talk about the best fighting, it's very hard to talk about it because this shit it's not happening. So go ahead. My bad, champ. I get long winded, but go ahead, champ. Cook on it, bro.
No. You're absolutely right, man. And I say it all the time. This era of boxing sucks, man. You know, we, you know, for the most, you know, in the 80s and 90s, we got the fights, you know, that we wanted. Now, there were some fights that we wanted that we didn't get. You know, we didn't get Tyson and Bo. You know, everybody wanted that. But for the most, man, we got the fights we wanted. And like you said, you know, now, you know, these cats, man, they're not concerned about legacy. You know, they're more concerned about losing, whereas losing means nothing. The greats lost. You know, so I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But I will say this: I don't think that and Boxing Scholar, he kind of touched on this, and I don't think that PBC wanted this fight, you know, because they didn't feel that the numbers, you know, would do what they wanted them to do if the fight was in Vegas. Now, if the fight was in Dallas, you know, it'll sell out, you know, and they may get the numbers that they want, but you know, Bud's not doing that. So that's why I say this fight's not happening, man. So I really don't even, you know, talk about it.
Ben, what you think, man? And go ahead, Ben.
You know, I beg to differ though, Champion Heart. It's nice to hear from you again, my brother. You know, I thought you done ran off the boxing scene, you know what I'm saying? But they told me you're doing good work behind the scene.
Don't do my brother like that.
Man, this is my brother, man. Me and Champion Heart ain't just met, man. Going on, man. Come on, man. He said, this being Israel, I know the voice. I know he said, I know the voice.
Right.
Yeah, man, but Champion Heart, man. But it's going to happen, man. I'm really standing behind this fight. I believe he over there talking to Al Heyman, Steven Espinosa, Floyd Mayweather. It could be anybody. I'm hoping this here. As a boxing fan, I felt like I was cheated last year. I felt like Bud told me when he see EJ on site, he gonna punch him in his mouth. He gonna knock him out. He was gonna do all this stuff. Then he came out talk about he his own boss. Then he said he went over there to do business with Bill K. Prime, and Bill K. Prime gave him $10 million. And the Bill K. Prime gave him $10 million. Why did he leave Bill K. Prime? And Bill Prime trying to look for another opponent for Adrian Broner. So it's just like it's sad. The shit just go on and on, man. You know, and shout out, we just got another brother just pulled up, you know.
Hey, I was just about to say, man, real quick, man. First things first, shout out to my brother. He called himself Little Rick, man. This
He
nigga
look like Jay
motherfucking
Prince.
Little Rick.
He look like
He
Junior.
know
He
motherfucking
looked like
Rick,
Junior
man.
for a minute. I thought that was Junior. I started to say, man, hey, why I know I don't got to start this shit
No,
up
that's
here,
my-
man, with this dude.
Man, that's my mother.
Look like
Hey,
Junior,
shalom, man.
man.
How
Shout
you
out,
doing?
shalom, my brother.
Hey, real
All
quick,
right, all right.
I always gotta say this. I gotta tell y'all this. So, you know what I'm saying, champ, and you know what I'm saying, I fuck with y'all. And I don't always see y'all in the chats with me. One nigga I know I'm gonna see in the chat with me, bro. I know I'm gonna see Rick Timms 3 in the motherfucking chat. And we may be in KQ. We may be in KQ chat. We may be over at. It don't matter where I'm at. The nigga motherfucking chat, bro. Respectfully, of course, respect.
That's what's up, man. That's
Rick,
what's up.
man? Rick, what up, bro? Much love to you. Appreciate you stopping through tonight, big bro.
Yes, salute to you, brother. Salute to you.
Man, what's up? What's up, everybody? Hey, can y'all hear me clearly?
Yeah,
Man,
go
you
ahead.
clear. You clear, Junior. Jay Prince Jr., you clear.
Hey, man. Now, Right Side had mentioned earlier in the chat he wanted my perspective on Bud.
And
And-
real quick, Rick, real quick. The reason
Yeah.
I love my brother Rick perspective on Bud is because, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, he's one of the few Bud fans that can come out, be completely honest and transparent and keep it a bean without goddamn trying to cap for a nigga. And so shout out to my brother Rick. I think he one of the truest Bud fans out there, in my opinion. Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, appreciate that, Right Side, man. It's like Bud really let me down with this with this EJ debacle. You know, I put blame on the promotions, but I give Bud most of the blame more than anything. You know, I'm big on supporting Earl as well. I just support Bud more. However, the way Bud have moved with this Earl negotiations falling apart, then going to Black Prime was extremely disappointing. And it showed me a side of Bud that I didn't know was there. You know, I'm extremely competitive. I love challenges. I've loved testing myself against the best. And I thought Bud shared that same attribute. And the way he'd been moving, the way he'd been talking, it seemed like he don't share that same attribute with me. However, if the fight happens, I still feel like Bud will pull out the upset. I feel like Earl is the favorite. You know, he has a very relentless style. The dude don't give you no time to catch your breath. You know, I love his determination, his output. And what I love about Bud is he have finished everybody at 147. Even though the names he done faced at 147 been boo-boo, every man he faced at 147 have kissed that canvas. So it's very intriguing for me to get these two in the ring to have this epic clash to occur. It's kind of like back in 2006 when Texas faced USC. You know USC was on a 30-something game winning streak. You know, they had the three big heads with Reggie Bush, Lindell White, you know, Matt Leinart. You know, Texas just had my boy Vince Young. So,
and real quick, my high school partner played for the USC team. Cal Moore played defensive end. Man, and they got their ass whooped against Texas, respectfully to Texas and Vince Young.
Man. It went down to the wire, and kind of like this recent matchup we had with the women's college basketball with South Carolina against LSU. The LSU girl Angel Reese was on a 23-game double streak, and they was undefeated. And man, she went up against some real girls over there at South Carolina, that big 6'7" girl and a Boston girl. So, and she got, I won't say exposed, she got shown what it takes. And I feel like that's what Bud gonna have to experience against Earl. Will he be able to dig deep and do what he been doing to everybody else? We don't know. I just want to see it, man.
He gonna have to. Both of them gonna have to. Both of them have never faced a fighter to the level of each other, so they ain't even got a choice. They ain't even up for debate. Like I remember Nazeem Richardson said that Sugar Shane Mosley said, you know, he wanted to take a punch to get into the fight, and Nazeem told him, like, you ain't ever been hit by Manny Pacquiao before, just like Manny Pacquiao ain't ever been hit by you. Why would you want to take that shit? You don't know what it's like to be hit by Shane Mosley. That's what Pacquiao on your level. So I feel it's the same way with them. I think they both gonna have to dig deep. But hey, man, you got to be from Texas, bro.
Yeah, I'm in Houston. Yeah, I'm
I can tell by your slang, man.
Boston Scholar. Tell me that dude do not look like Junior, dog. Lil Rick, man, I need your permission to start calling you Junior, bro.
No, man.
That motherfucker sound like Jay Prince Jr. He look like a dude, man. I'm looking at him, I'm like, damn, that Junior done pulled up.
No, Jay Prince Jr., that's like nephew to me. He too young, man. That's you know, he would be my junior. So no, I'm not that kind of guy though.
Man,
you know,
we're not gonna do that.
Boy, he sound like Prince Jr. The nigga even move like him, talk like I'm listening to you. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker might be him.
Hey, now we're gonna spin it real quick, man. Champion Heart. What you got on the Bud EJ? Does that fight happen? Who wins that fight? Hey, what you got on the champ? Then we're gonna spin it back to Ben, going to the Scholar, then back to Lil Rick, man.
Okay, man, you forcing me to talk about this fight.
No. Hey, if you ain't got nothing on it, you can plead the fifth all day over here.
But check it out, man. And I've you know when I've said this before, and I agree with Boxing Scholar. You know, these guys are going to take each other, you know, I think to the to a place they've never been. Now, where I think that it's going to be a detriment to Crawford is because of his style. Crawford, he makes, in my opinion, he makes fights harder than what they are because he wants to get his lick back. You know, Spence, he gets stronger as the fight goes on. That may be to his detriment against Spence, wanting to get his lick back. You know what I'm saying? This is why I feel that Spence will win.
It's crazy that you say that because, hey, that lick back shit, and that's one of the things I like the dog in Crawford. That's one of the things I love about him is that dog in him. But getting your shit back is not always beneficial. And in a fight against EJ, I don't think that'll be beneficial for him. I don't think he needs to do that lick back. And I think, Champ, me and you kind of agree in this situation. If you want to go and get your shit back, then you're going to be taking shots trying to get your shit back. And that ain't how you should be fighting. You should be using your boxing skills, fighting on the outside, making sure that he ain't able, that EJ ain't able to utilize that body work that we know EJ doing. We're gonna go to Scholar, like Champion just said. What do you think? And me as well. I think that dog made the dog that I love. Let me make sure I say that the dog in Bud, right? I love the dog in him, but I think it could be to his detriment. What you think about that? And then we're gonna my brother Ben coming back to Little Rick.
I think that these fighters are like, if they ever do get in the ring, it's gonna be like in the Western days where motherfuckers got back to back and had to take 10 paces, and the best shooter won. I don't think that Bud necessarily tries to get his lick back. I just think that he focuses so much on his offense that sometimes he neglects his defense, but so does it Spence. That's why I say this fight is gonna be interesting. Like to be honest with you, the fans want the fight. The fighters say they want the fight, but are they willing? Like I said, they're gonna have to dig deep. Muhammad Ali said when he fought Joe Frazier, that was the closest thing to death. Is they really ready for this fight? Because we ready for it for sure. But is they really ready to experience something that's close to death? Shit. They better be training hard.
Now, real quick, now when you say that, Scholar, when you say that, and then we have in this current situation, right? In this current situation, we have somebody that's pushing fate. That's what it seems like, right? Now, if we want to get the money and those type of things, we can change the conversation. But going off of what you just said, are they ready for this fight? It seems like one is ready and one isn't ready. That's what it seems like. But we're gonna go to Ben, coming back to my brother Rick, going to Champ, then coming back to you, Scholar. Go ahead, Ben.
You know, all the brothers is making great point, you know, about a fight of this magnitude. You know, a lot of people saying, is they ready to go to hell? Is they ready to do this? And they ready to do that? But, you know, I'm going to say EJ. I'm going to take EJ out the equation. Here go a fighter that goes underrated. You had the whole Boxing Hall of Fame inductee. Pick Terrence Crawford. Oh, Terrence gonna do this. Terrence gonna do that. A lot of people still under second guessing themselves, don't want to say it, still thinking that Bud gonna knock EJ out. Some people are mentioning, look, quietly they mention it, but don't mention it like how being Israel finna mention this shit. Bud got a great boxing IQ, a superb boxer, great range ownership. He very rangy. He can punch on the outside. Please stay on the outside. But when we speak of EJ, a dude that can make him fight. If you want to fight on the outside, I'll press you, and I'm gonna come on the inside. What will Bud answer be when a dude been pressing you? Not these motherfucking Ricky Burns, these Udongos, these motherfucker a coked up ass Carol Brook, a motherfucker has been a great Sean Porter.
Put the coke on Carol Brook like that. We can't put the coke on Carol Brook like that.
Amir Khan that came in and came out and we don't know where he went at with the fight. Was in and out that bitch so quick. But when you got a fighter like EJ, been asking for the fight. Told the world, man, when I get through it, this shit, man, I'm heading there. I want this shit. But then you meet these Terrence Crawford fans, still come up with excuses. And Johnny Cochran is dead. The best man could represent Terrence Crawford right now would be Johnny Cochran, and he's dead, deceased. And these dudes doing the best they can, still talking about how Bud gonna do this here, and Bud is scared. And when you dudes talking about ain't no fighter, afraid of no fighter, human instinct, I'm gonna tell y'all again, you afraid of something, I don't know what you're afraid of. I'm gonna tell the dude that say these fighters not. They human. They human. Mike Tyson even told you that. Motherfucker, Evander Holyfield. If these great fighters done told you that, it goes on. Ain't nothing new under the sun. And I'm on mute.
Can I address that? Can I address that real quick, right side?
You go ahead, Scholar. Then we're
It's
going
gonna
to
take me
champion. Hold on,
5
get
seconds.
ready.
It'll take me 5 seconds. What Ben Israel
No,
said is that,
hold on. Wait a minute, Scholar. Take your time. We don't want 5 seconds from you. We ain't in no rush over here. We want good credit points.
I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna just reply, and I'm gonna keep it short because I don't want to cut in the champion hard time. I want to be fair to him. But yeah. So what Ben Israel said is 100% correct, right? Fighters are scared, right? They are afraid, but they take the risk. They sign their name on the contract, and they're standing up to. See, people think bravery is where you're not scared of shit. Nah, bravery is where you're nervous and you still do the shit you got to do. That's what a fighter does. Errol Spence did it 30 times in his career where he probably was nervous and as hell. He still went out there and performed, and so has Bud. Their job is to fight. It would be like if you was a doctor, you know what I mean? You had surgery. You might be nervous every time you do surgery, but you still gonna get the job done because that's your profession. That's all I'm saying.
But EJ's not afraid of Bud. You just try to turn it around because you know Bud is afraid of EJ. And if he not, he would have signed. He lied to you when he came out that negotiating deal, talk about agree to everything. Then he talked about I needed transparency. Like he got transparency over there at BLK. Like De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins was going to give him transparency to look in their books. And he never fought. If you take one fight at BBC and then Al Heyman telling you they don't want to look in the books, you got a case though, my brother. The man never was employed. It's just like you'll take motherfucker Shakur Stevenson saying he the baddest thing at 135 and he never ever fought at 135. How can you be the baddest thing at a division that you never fought at? I'm gonna mute again.
We go, and I want my brother. We're gonna let Scholar go ahead and respond to that. Then we'll move it forward.
I'll let champion hard go. I'll respond
Okay.
to it and when it's my turn.
No,
No
it's
problem.
on Rick. It's on Rick.
Rick, go ahead, brother.
All right, yeah. Let me unmute myself. Hey, man, it's like this with me, man. You don't take up this sport if you don't have a full-fledged dog in you, and for both of them to achieve what they've achieved to this point. However, like I said a minute ago, Bud have been moving more funnier than Earl lately. When Earl beat Ugas, he said, "Terrence, I'm coming to get that motherfucking belt." When Bud and Earl was last in each other's presence, that I've known, Bud energy was there. Hey man, I got a belt. I'm at 147. What's up? Shit, we can do this now. What you gotta wait with Al for? What you gotta go to Easy Street for? But his energy have changed since then. So if you get in the ring with somebody of each other's caliber, like Buddy mentioned earlier, Earl never faced somebody of Bud's caliber, and Bud haven't faced somebody of Earl's caliber. Man, when you get butterflies in your stomach prior to a big event, you supposed to, you know. I used to be a punt returner, you know. I got butterflies every single time I went back there to catch that ball. I used to be a quarter miler. Every time before that damn man blew that gun to run that damn trip around that track, I had butterflies. But once that gun went off, once the corn get tossed, hey man, it's time to perform. So who wanted most, Earl or Bud? And we can jibber jabber and chatter about it day in, day out. Who wanted most? Who scared? Who fucked it off? Hey man, everybody make valid points. At the end of the day, those two grown men got to get in the ring and settle. And it's a 50-50 fight. Damn, who say Earl is just gonna blow Bud away? Damn, who say Bud just gonna blow Earl away? Man, let's get them in the ring, man. We nobody knows until they get in the ring.
That's facts. I agree with you. I remember watching a fight where Lennox Lewis, Emmanuel Stewart was talking. It was a pre-fight, and Lennox Lewis was about to fight somebody, and he said, "I love Lennox Lewis." He said, "I love spending time with him," but he said, "As much as I love Lennox Lewis, I can't go in there and throw no punches for him." And that's what the fans need to realize, man. Like I be seeing fans get overly crunk about knockouts. They don't realize, bro. You got a training camp for maybe 4 to 5 weeks where you done been taking punishment from your sparring partners. Let's say you go in there and knock the guy in the 5th round. You done took punishment up until then. Like, yeah, it's easy from the couch. Shit, I ain't take no punches. Shit, I ain't take now punch in the fight, so it look easy to me. But man, these fighters deserve a ton of respect. Like what you said earlier, you said shit. Everybody that's participated in any athletic event has been nervous until you get that initial contact or whatever it may be, and that's the mark of a professional. Like no matter how you feel, you go out there and perform. And I feel like he's not EJ's not scared of Bud, and Bud is not scared of EJ. And what let me know that is when I seen them in person, I paid attention to their body language and everything. It seemed to me like they both wanted to smoke. It seemed like Bud wasn't scared of him and he wasn't scared of Bud. Hey, control your niggas, like all that shit, like that. That to me was a battle of the egos, and I don't think either one of them caved in. I don't feel like they're scared of each other. I just think they can't get the business right, and because they can't get the business right, the fans are gonna continue to fight, and that's why they get the pocket watching, A-side, and all this stuff. And I'm not worried about those type. I don't care if they ever fight, to be all the way honest with you. Like I said, boxing has let me down before. There's a lot of great fights that could have happened that didn't happen. And then there's a lot of great fights that did happen that I appreciate. You got to take the good with the bad. And like, shit, Boots is there. I mean, I wouldn't mind a Boots versus Spence fight.
Or Boots versus Bud. Shit, that'll work too. I want to see Bud get some real smoke. You know, Canelo after Ryder and Bud, to me, Bud and Canelo both are on the clock, man. It's time for both of them to get off the pot. You know, it's time. You know, 23 look pretty promising. You know, it look like we got a lot of good big fights that could possibly happen. And of course, to me, that would be the biggest fight. Other than that, all we can do is keep waiting. Hey man, these big wigs and these promotional companies and these television networks, they gonna call the shots at the end of the day. And they recently have continuously shitted on the boxing fan base with poor matchups and making us miss out on major good matchups that the fan base have demanded. So we'll see how they respond 2023, because I promise you, Bud hear the grumbling. He hear all these people calling him a duck. And if he the man that he claimed he is, he should respond. He talking about, hey, I'm making a block. Hey, Earl, I'm available. Just letting you know, man. Damn all that, dog. If they really doing some negotiating right now behind closed doors, that'll be the most best thing that could do. Leave it out the public, cause all this shit every day on YouTube, you got so much energy going back and forth that's negative and it's silly and it's pathetic. It's a lot of juvenile shit going on, all behind these two men. You know, I see it every single day. You go to one page, it's pro Bud. You go to another page, it's pro Earl. It's a bunch of grown ass black men tripping with themselves every single day, man. And I'm sick of it, dog. So they just need to fight.
Hey, keep it to piggyback off that, man. I'm gonna keep it all the way real, man. Like, because of the black people's plight in America and like our history, I don't think we could be healthy boxing fans, man. And only because I feel like black people willing to kill behind respect. You know, I don't. Other races do it, but they don't do it to the level that we do it. Like I mean, shit. We done seen niggas get murked over stepping over sneakers, bro. And I think that energy carries
Man,
over.
stop the tap dance. Don't do that.
Yeah, I don't know
Don't
about
do
that,
that,
Scholar.
man.
I mean,
Don't do
we
that,
used to be.
Scholar, man. Scholar, you just finna go to a whole nother.
Yeah,
Hey,
Y'all
but
ain't even let me
I
finish
wanna
my
give you,
point.
I wanna
go
give you,
ahead,
I
go
wanna
ahead,
give
go
you
ahead.
roses again, though. Rick, I still think you some kid of the Prince family, bro. If you put
Hey
on a
man,
fitted hat, I need you to put on a fitted hat right now, my G. My girl in the background, she said, tell him to put on a fitted. Hey, you're talking like a dude that got good sense. You around here acting like you from the Prince family. I know you from Houston. You got to be from Houston, my dude.
yeah.
You
See,
got to.
look,
And I
check
was
it
just
out.
telling
See,
Boston
But
look,
that
College,
don't mean that
it's
the brother
dudes
is from
down
the
there
Prince
fuck with.
family.
It's
look,
That don't
dudes
look,
mean
down
look,
there
look.
be fucking
Hey,
with Terrence Crawford, bro.
Houston is huge, man. You know, Jay Prince, they from Fifth Ward. I'm from Sunnyside. I'm from the South Side. They from the North Side.
See,
But it's still
hey,
all
Boston
love.
Scholar, I told you I know my shit. He still might be some kin of them dudes, man. I'm
stop,
telling you, he might be. They got
stop
family
that.
everywhere.
Hey, wait a minute, man. We can't do that, man. We can't do that.
We can, and we started off with it, and he just pulled up. You just introduced me to fam. Shit, I'm fucking with him.
No,
You know what I'm
I ain't,
saying? I
brother.
thought I just need permission to call him the Prince family. I'm gonna call him Junior. Fuck
But
that.
at the
Hey,
end of the day, we can't say that, especially when the brother telling us what he rock. We can't put nothing else on him.
He said he's still there. He said on the under.
No,
Tell him
hey,
where you're from
but the
again,
brother
Rick.
said
He
the
don't know where
brother
you
said
from down there, man.
it
hey,
doesn't
B,
matter. Hold on, brother. The brother just told us. He just told us they rocking on a totally different side from where I'm rocking at. Rick Tim, am I making something up?
No,
now you
no,
can be.
you got it right side. You got it right. Yeah,
And so
it's still all love.
when the brother tell us that, then we gotta take that at face value, and we can't push nothing upon the brother. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, Rick. When I
Yeah.
first went to school down in because you know I'm from the Tone. You know the Tone. I mean every hood is the same, but Houston is a whole lot faster, man.
No, every
Like
hood is not the same, bro. Every hood
nah,
is
it's
not
the
the same.
same. You got the same characters. You got different. You got the same variety. You just got
Hey,
different
Rick, I
numbers.
don't want you on another platform, Rick. Hey, forgive me, Boston Scholar. My bad, my brother. Forgive me.
We're not
Rick, I
gonna
don't
do
want to
this,
catch you on
Ben.
another
We're not gonna do
platform
that.
claiming another set now. You
He
just
ain't
came up
claiming,
here with Dub
brother.
now.
My
Boy, he
brother,
from the
brother.
Prince family, though. Go ahead, Boston Scholar. My bad,
Hold
my
on,
brother.
no. Hold on. I hate to do this.
Hey man, look, right side. I got it, man. Dude, hey man, you can't make me be a part of the Prince family, man. Hey, we got similar is we both from Houston, and it's all love, man. I rock
Hold up.
with H
So,
Town,
hold up.
man. It's all
So, are
good.
you from Houston? Yes or no? Are you from Houston?
Absolutely. I'm from Sunnyside,
Hey,
Southeast
right side.
Houston.
Don't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, bro.
I didn't say, brother. I didn't say that. What I said
Hey,
was, hold on. I never said you didn't know what you was talking about. What I said was, is you
Don't
pushing
force it
someone.
on nobody. Don't force it. You a prince? He already. That might be Mike. That might be my cousin, man.
Ben.
That might be. He might be in the
All right,
mansion over there.
all right, cool.
I
The dog
can I
might be
switch the
living in the
gears right
mansion
side?
over there, man.
All right, so
Let me switch the gears.
no, real quick. You can't switch the gears. I gotta speak on it first. The problem is that ain't nobody ever said you tried to do anything. What we said is don't conflate the brother with other individuals. That's what we said. That's what we talking about. And I understand, Ben, you got this. It's cool, whatever. What I'm saying is
I'm
my
off
brother
sides
Rick.
affiliated.
Hold on,
affiliated. Hey, Rick.
Ben. I don't like to mute people, but I will mute you if I have to. At the end of the day,
love you, niggas. I'm off sides affiliated.
at the end of the day, I gotta let my brother Rick ride with where he rides. You feel me? I'm not defending him. I'm not trying to put nothing on him. I'm gonna let the brother speak on what he
It sounds
wants.
like you his lawyer. And Rick got his own mouth.
Ben, brother.
You-
Let the brother. I'm gonna keep
y'all
you.
went left field, man.
That's the problem, bro.
Right side, he not gonna let it go, bro. That's why I try to switch the gears.
On my own panel, I can't say what I'm gonna say. I can't say what I'm gonna say. No, we're not gonna do that. All I'm saying is my brother Rick, he ain't picked the side. He rocking what he rock at. Allow him to defend himself. Don't put yo whatever you want to have. Don't do that. Allow that brother to defend himself. Now we're gonna go back to the sport of boxing, and we're gonna go to my brother Ben first, trying to hear about this again, right? And we gonna matter of fact, we're gonna change it. We're gonna change
No. We gotta finish Ben. You can't change it. Don't do that.
See, right side, I try to twist the gears. You know he ain't gonna let it go, bro. How long you been knowing Ben Israel?
Yeah, you know he's not gonna let it go.
Shout out to Jay Prince.
Hey, I'm gonna mute him again. Y'all know it's so
He
crazy.
managed Floyd Mayweather, man. He did this for.
Yeah, I know it's so crazy.
He did with Floyd though, dog. He gave Floyd good credit though, right side. You ain't let me finish.
Okay. Ben, let me finish, and then I'm gonna let you cook, bro. I'm gonna let you cook. The crazy thing is I got love, respect. Ben is one of the individuals who they cussed my ass out and they showed me love at the same time. I got love for Ben, so this is the love I got for him. Ben, cook. It's on you, bro.
Shout out to my dude Jay Prince for helping Floyd Mayweather during the time he was fucking with that dude fat ass Al Heyman over there though, Rick. He was fucking with Bob Arum. My bad for getting the names wrong. Bob Arum.
Get to your point, Ben. Let's move forward.
You know what I'm saying? Then moving forward, I just wanted to give my dude his roses over there. My dude Rick for being affiliated with the Houston MOB family. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go on mute. That's all I just wanted to say. It's all boxing affiliated. Shout out to Shakur Stevenson.
I wanted to address this earlier, man, because I didn't even get to really make my point. They said I was tap dancing. So I could even use an example, right? This is what I mean by black males in particular don't know how to be healthy fans of the sport. Like I've seen other races do it, but I mean our shit is legitimate danger because it's what we come from. Not everybody, but shit. Like I said, respect is really, really big in our community because, bro, they had buck breaking. I mean, we ain't got to go into all that shit, but we've been stripped of our dignity. So respect is really big for a black man. And I've seen like football talks about the Cowboys. You know, Texas Cowboys ending fights, bro, because another man disagreed with another man. And I just can't understand that shit. But I only see it like, for instance, Ben Israel. The first time I ever met you, bro, we was going back and forth in the argument, bro. I was heated. I wanted to put hands on somebody, bro. But like I said, I don't know if black men specifically can be healthy fans of the sport because we more doers. We ain't just gonna troll. It's gonna lead to something. If you look at all the top content creators on the internet, the majority of them are black. You know what I mean? You got your Ellies, you got your, other people of different races, but a majority of them are black because we always excel in the entertainment aspect. But like, if you look at the dialogue, it's always my side is better. Fuck your side. It's on some death row shit. Come to death row type shit. Like, I don't think we can engage in a healthy manner.
Well, man, I mean, I understand your point, you know what I'm saying, about respect and everything. And I'm aware of the buck breaking and everything. I understand that. But, we were never like this. I don't know what happened. I don't with egos, but You know, like I was telling Dub, man, I've seen cats argue over Ali, but it was never over another opponent. It was over his political views and what he stood for outside of the ring. You know what I'm saying? Cats argue more so about that than who he was fighting. You know, so I don't know where this thing came from with cats are ready to fight over boxers, man, with these with this lack of respect thing. I mean, it's okay to disagree and still be respectful, you know. But something has happened, and you even see it in these gyms, man. I want to speak on this real quick before I get up out of here. You know, in my day, you know, you used to spar to work on stuff. You know, work on defense, offense. You know what I'm saying? Body work. Now, cats don't do that no more, man. These cats aren't sparring to learn. They're not working on nothing. They're not learning nothing. They're in there with their egos and they're trying to knock each other out. You know, and I see it all the time. You just saw it with who's that Roller? You know, and I don't know why this stuff is being loud in these gyms. You know, and that just comes to, you know, I kind of wanted to speak on the situation with Roy. You know, although he's a legendary fighter, doesn't mean that he's a good coach. You know, it's like, you know, you got great fighters that don't make good coaches. You know, the reason I say that is because, you know, Roy was naturally gifted. You can't teach that. You know, his fundamentals, you know, were all wrong. Doing leaping across half the ring, doing a leaping uppercut. You can't teach that. That's natural. You know, I don't think Ali would have made a good coach. His skill was natural. You can't teach that. So that's what I'm saying. You know, I don't know what's going on in these gyms here, but I don't like what I'm saying at all.
Oh wow. Hey man, let me taxi on him. When every time you repeat it, you don't know where this came from as far as this constant tension back and forth between brothers, between black people, because the black women suffer from this as well. It comes from hundreds of years of being conditioned and taught to hate ourselves and hate each other. That's where it comes from. This is internally taught. I mean, we want to stay on boxing, but just briefly, in a nutshell, we are living as byproducts of that self-hatred that's been embedded in us psychologically, you know, and it goes unnoticed. You know, you'll be amazed how you can be mentally impaired while you fully coherent. And that's what we witness every day in these chats, man. It's until you revamp your African memory bank, you gonna hate your brother and wanna harm him and put him in the ground quicker than that white man that can lock your ass up or that can hinder you from getting ahead, you know, educationally or, you know, monetarily. But, you know, I'm not gonna get on that soapbox, but
yeah, I mean, I agree with you saying with the conditioning. I definitely agree with that, brother. But you know, I'm keeping it boxing, and I've worked in gyms with brothers, and we've worked on stuff. You know what I'm saying? It was never ego. It was never ego. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. You know, this is something that I've never seen before. You know, because we're seeing this more and more. You know what I'm saying? In these gyms, in Floyd's gym. You know what I'm saying? And Roy's gym, and in other gyms, we're seeing this stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, brother. I've worked in plenty of gyms with brothers in different states. You know what I'm saying? And we've been able to work on stuff. And it's never been a situation like that. So, but I do understand what you're saying about the conditioning, but I think that's a whole nother conversation.
Right. Yeah, I got you.
Well, man, I'm gonna get out of here, my brothers. I gotta lay it down, man. It's 3 in the morning here, man. Salute to you, brothers. Much love to y'all, man. And I'm gonna get at you.
Salute.
All right now.
Well, goddamn, we got niggas jumping off the panel. Now I got to start talking shit. Respectfully, of course, respectfully. And but now I got questions. I got. I was just on my host real quick, man, and I gotta ask this question. What we talk about at this current moment in time, Bud Crawford, right? I think the majority believe that EJ beats Bud. Do we believe? Does the majority believe that? Let me ask that question first. EJ beat Bud?
No, not me.
All right.
I'm one of the few that's riding with Bud with the upset.
All right. So you got Bud, Ben, Bud or EJ. I know you got EJ. I know you got EJ.
Okay. So I think
no. You ain't got to explain. I know you got EJ, and I do want to cut down on because I know what the explanation will be. So I want to cut down on some of your stuff, respectfully, of course. Unless you want to go in. If you want to go in, hey.
No, it's not about because when you look at a person's assessment and you look at their ring IQ, their punch placement, their arsenal, what really does Bud bring to the table that'll keep EJ off his ass, or really have EJ second guessing his
Well, Bud brings power. He definitely brings power to the situation. Especially now, we got to see how that power translates against an individual like EJ. We have to see how that works out because the stoppages that we've seen Bud have, and that's once again, Ben. If you ask the question about what Bud brings to the
I ain't
table,
even finished the question.
Hold on, man. Well, you did ask the question. What does Bud bring to the table? Did you not ask that?
Yeah, I asked that, but then I was.
So let me answer. Let me answer that.
Well, go ahead.
I want to answer that.
I ask one question. I want to finish. I want to answer that before y'all.
No. I'm not even. I'm not gonna answer. I just want to answer that question. Then I'll let you ask any other question. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to answer the question you asked. And so when we speak on Bud, right? Bud, his knockout percentage is at a level that we don't see on the races. Also, regardless of now, if we want to go into competition, if we want to go into those things, we can talk about them. But everybody Bud fights, Bud stop him. Bud has been stopping individuals. We can't take that away from him, right? And so, just answering the questions that was asked, Ben Israel, we have to give Bud his credit as far as the fighters that he's fought and the way he's beat these fighters. We got to give him his credit.
Respectfully, respectfully,
of course.
Because every time it seems like a person make a statement about what Bud brings to the table and how he gonna stop EJ. But fans seem like they just go into, oh, he gonna stop him. He and y'all never answer what he gonna do, with what punch, how he gonna set it up. And yes, he got a percentage of knocking those type of fighters out. And you made a great point when you said, well, we know he ain't for EJ, and we know what EJ brings to the table, the career ending EJ and all that he brings to the table. And Bud seen the assessment. And I looked in Bud toolbox, right side. I seen the switch hitting. I seen from orthodox to southpaw. I seen the overhand, the looping. I seen the standing there in the pocket. Still not impressed. But then I went over there to EJ Toolbox. And you know what I seen? I seen a whole motherfucking bunch of MIGs, bro. Fucking MIGs. You know what MIGs do in the military? Motherfuckers start off from the round one, beating on your motherfucking ass, bro. Body punches. Inside, outside. You talk about rangy. EJ is very rangy. Standing 5'10", bro. And he got a motherfucker. You see his ring? What? His arm. We gonna talk about that too. You know he start off very fast. He gonna open the box up with this motherfucker with the straight helmet.
Hold on, Ben.
You don't want me to talk about all the arsenal EJ.
No.
But go ahead. Pass it around.
And that's the thing. I want you to get into it, but I want to get everybody their chances. You know what I'm saying, to get their bars off as well. We're gonna go to Rick, then we come to you, Scholar, then we're gonna come back to you, Ben. Go ahead, Rick.
Hey man, that relentless.
Rick, hold on. Hey Rick, I gotta say this. I have always said, you know what I'm saying, I thought you was a big homie. Oh, you the big homie, bro. Much love to my brother Rick, man, and
AKA J Prince Jr.
Man, I got.
Man, that's Lil Prince, man. I don't care what you say, man. Hey, Rick, you don't mind me calling you J Prince Jr., do you, my G?
No, man. I appreciate it. You just call me Rick, baby. It's all good.
I got it. When I see you, hear you talk, dog, you gotta hear Junior talk. You sound like him too, bro. That's why I had to look.
No, he sound like me. If that's the case.
Hey, you know, man, we all sound like each other.
Hold on, Big. But we gotta let my brother Rick. We gotta let him get his bars off, man. Rick, it's on you. Cook on it.
Hey, man, that relentless pressure that Earl bring nonstop is a very big problem that every opponent have to deal with it, and Bud is no different. You know, Bud has a 74-inch reach. I mean, that's easily top 1 or 2 in the welterweight division. Here, that's top in some of the 154 and 160 dudes, not even at 74 inches. So he must utilize that reach and somehow keep Earl at bay, where he can use that reach and generate that power to swing, because inside it's that's not a good fight for Bud. But we don't know who gonna dig what out of who in that fight, man. You know, they both undefeated. They both never tasted defeat before, and they both know the world gonna be watching. So I'm quite sure once that bell ring, they both gonna give it they all, man. And man, that's gonna be a hell of a loss for either one of them to have to swallow. And I know neither one of them want to taste that. So, dude, Bud gonna just have to somehow stop Earl, because I don't see him beating Earl by decision, because of Earl generating so many points round after round and Bud being such a slow starter. And that's a hell of a feat to that's a hell of a task to accomplish. But hey, man, you supposed to be the pound for pound top dude. Prove it. Otherwise,
well, damn it, Rick. This is what we gonna do. And I'm glad I got you on tonight. So I'm gonna hold you responsible. I'm gonna hold myself responsible. I'm gonna hold the Scholar responsible. I'm gonna hold Ben Israel responsible. Let's do it then. And Rick, if you don't mind, we're gonna start with you since.
Hold on, Boston Scholar. I want to
Hold on, hold on, Ben.
I want
Hold on,
to
Ben.
renege out of this.
Ben, hold on, brother. We're gonna hold, and if you want to renege on something, then what you're saying is the same way I'm gonna hold Rick, the scholar, myself accountable to pick a fighter.
No,
you said you're not gonna pick a fighter. Is that what you're saying, Ben?
No. The reason why I said I want you to do that for me, and Boston Scholar, I want you to, Rick, if you could be the, I want to go on knockout, and I'm revealing some key information with Bud inside what he gonna do to Bud. I'm gonna reveal that when I go to knockout. Whoever I challenge.
Okay.
I'm picking EJ to beat.
Wait a minute, Ben. And I think I talk to knockout on a regular basis. I think I can negotiate accordingly in this situation. Are you telling that instead of going through what we're about to go through as far as this conversation goes, you're calling Scholar out for a debate? Or is that what you're saying?
Nah, I won't. If the caller want to smoke, now I ain't never denying that, but I don't think the scholar want to go one-on-one with Benjamin. You know what I'm saying, concerning EJ and Bud Crawford. But if he do, I'll be glad to accept any. I told you could pick my opponent, though, Dub. I said let KO do it. But if you think Scholar, and it ain't for you, Scholar. But if you want to challenge me one-on-one, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm ready to put it on the line.
Hey, so I would never in a million years ever go on somebody else's platform for no money at all. Now, if a nigga pay me, it's like battle rap. Nigga, I'm Cassidy. I'm 2000.
You know, I support your channel, Boston Scholar.
You're not getting paid for it. You're not going to get paid for it.
But then that's
Respect.
But you know, I'm here for the boxing talk. You know what I'm saying? People say Ben Israel and Boston Scholar. And this, you know, I heard your little thing. And just like I told Dub right side. And I was talking to my dude a minute ago, Mr. Rick. I'm gonna call him Mr. Rick. You know what I'm saying? Because when I hear dudes, I get motivated by dudes though, dog. I don't take shit as a hating lesson. It's just like I told you, Boston Scholar. When you be hearing me ranting on them other pages about this and that, oh, Ben, you was wrong by talking about, they started with me, my G. I'm a nigga from the streets. I'm gonna defend my shit on all levels. We can start off with boxing. That shit go to free smoke. Talk about my mama. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna start talking about they mammy, they grandmammy, and they great grandmammy. They started with me, my G. This is all I'm saying. I'm gonna keep it respectful. Just like I told Mr. Rick, can I call him Jay Prince? If this man go listen at J-Dum and listen to Junior talk, he sounds just like the dude. That's why I had to look. I said, damn, right side, you know Jay Prince like that, bro. You done got Junior up here with me. And he said, nah, man, my name Rick. But if you sound, ain't no disrespect. And like Boston Scholar, if I ever, and I ain't never came at you, my G. And I'm just telling you, bro, don't take how I'm coming at them dudes to you, bro. Because I'm a man. I can say, man, I apologize, bro. If you took it any way, form, or fashion, I'm a G, man. I'm a man. That don't make me less than a man, bro. But if them dudes come at me, you're going to get the same energy tomorrow. The same shit that I apologize to you today about. And I'm going to tell you again, they came at me, bro. When I'm strapped up, like I tell right side, man, protect yourself when you be pulling up in these hoods at the gas station, be trying to talk to these little kids. Motherfucker be trying to rob you. I'm motherfucker trying to talk to little homie. Homie sizing me motherfucking up, though, Boston Scholar. And I'm trying to tell dude, man, go on to the crib. I'm buying a little nigga something to eat, put about $50 in his pocket. He sizing me up by my little, you know what I mean? Bro, this ain't you want. I had to up the tune on him. Bro, go home. Go home. Keep all that shit I gave you and take your motherfucking ass home. That ain't proving nothing. That's me being a better man than my motherfucking people, bro. You feel what I'm saying? That's the shit I be on. Fuck YouTube and all this other shit. I'm talking about this off the scene shit. And thank you again, Right Side, for having me, my G, for letting Being Israel talk his shit. Salute to you, Mr. Rick, aka J Prince Jr., Boston Scholar. It's always a pleasure, my G, to talk to you, bro. And I'm out.
All right. Damn, Ben Israel dropped the mic on us, man. He could have stayed like it's on Right Side.
Damn, Right Side bounce.
Shit. I guess we rocking with Texas today, I guess.
Nah, I ain't never bounced, man. My goddamn mic fucked it. But hey, man, what Ben did, hey, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm shutting it down anyways, respectfully. But nah, man, shout out to my brother Ben, bro. If it weren't for Ben hit me up tonight. He was like, man, go live and let's get some good talking. And it was a good conversation tonight, man. Shout out to my brother Ben. Shout out to my brother, the boxing scholar, Rick. Man, Scholar, give your last, Scholar, your last word. Rick, we're going to come to you after. And what you got on the Scholar?
Last words, man. I get it, man. I get it. These.
And I got one thing after you. I'm gonna say it before you finish. I apologize for cutting you off. Scholar, thanks, bro. I don't know if you know this. I done been over on the Scholar panel multiple times. The brother, your thought process and the mindset you come with is amazing. And I'm pretty sure I owe you some shit on, no bullshit, nothing like that. But as far as trying to figure out how to move forward and things that help the platform out, I definitely got to rock with you a little stronger. I apologize, but man, much love to you, my brother.
All right, bro. Shit, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say closing thoughts, man. We can't lose track about what this. You can't be loyal to a fighter more than you are to the game. But the game gonna be here when our bones is dust. And that's just the reality of the situation. Like, if we put 20 years on Bud, we put 20 years on Spence, they retired somewhere with their feet kicked up. Hopefully rich as shit. But no one fighter is ever bigger in the sport. Muhammad Ali got old. Shit. Michael Jordan got old. Age happens to everybody. So don't be willing to throw your life away because somebody else got a difference of fighter. That's the stupidest shit. But with that being said, you don't have to tolerate no disrespect neither. Because every threat I ever made has never been with a gun. It's been strictly hands. Because the fight community is a very small community, and we can catch a fade in, got to get no death or nothing. That's the old school. I'm old school shit. So yeah.
Much love to you, Scholar. Thank you. And bro, keep doing your thing, and you bring a perspective that a lot of people can't see immediately. But when they start to rock and understand where you're from, bro, you bring a perspective that a lot of people don't have and can't see unless they true fans of the sport of boxing. And so, man, much love to you, brother.
All right, bro. Appreciate you.
You know what it is. Hey, Scholar, gotta get you on, brother. Gotta get you on as well. Gotta get you on. Respectfully, of course, respectfully. Man, my brother, little man, I'm gonna say it. Rick, man, tell me if I'm disrespecting. Hold on. I removed you. I'm gonna bring you back, and then I'm gonna make sure that. Let me make sure I put my brother. Rick, man, I gotta say this before we jump off. We met in the OG in the OG room. You feel me?
Right.
KQKC always, and shout out to my brother KQKC. If you're not sub to him, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Go sub to KQKC. Make sure y'all are showing that brother love. He has, as far as calling fights, he do a hell of a job. And there and talk boxing with you 5 days out the week. Y'all make sure y'all show that brother love. Rick, man, I ain't gonna hold you. I got a special relationship with you. I don't mean that in no funny type of way. You know what it is. When we rocking the same chats, you one of the few people I see everywhere I'm at. If I'm there, 9 times out of 10, you gonna be there. I think that's special. And I thank you for coming through and always showing love, OG man. And I'm 35. That's why I'm gonna call you the OG. That's why I call you the OG. OG man, what you got for me, man? Talk to me. Drop the knowledge for me, brother.
Say, man, I appreciate you letting me come through right side, man. Just another good night of intellectual dialogue, man. Shit, man, I was in these streets headed in kind of early tonight and hadn't even been on YouTube at all, and shit, I pulled it up and you the first thing I saw, and shit, I had to go and chime in, man. And dude, you have the type of calmness that that needs to be spread, you know, a lot in these chats, you know, because it's too much vitriol daily, and I don't see you participating in any of that. And that's leading by example indirectly, you know. And dog, we everybody grown, everybody make their own decisions. We all live our life as we choose, man. But some of us choose to avoid unnecessary negativity. And I've noticed that you made that choice as well. And that's what I respect about you, man. That's why whenever I see you live, whenever I see you, man, it's all love and shit. We just waiting on these fights, man. And shit, man, have a great night, dog.
Hey Rick, I gotta tell you, man, I got so much respect. It's funny because I rock with you know we in chats, bro. You know how it is, and then when you go to chats where if I'm in one, I'm not gonna see the majority in the other. You know what I'm saying? I know that when I rock with them, but then to see you there, you know what I'm saying? It let me know that shit. Sometimes I look at them like, am I being biased, bro? Am I? You feel me? And then I look at somebody like it, and it's like, nah, I'm not being biased. I'm being real about this shit because everybody can't rock in the chats that we rock in. And it's very interesting to me because I'm not hating on nobody. I'm not shitting on nobody, nothing like that. But I can say that somebody like yourself, people will tell me, right? If I go to the wrong chat, they're gonna be like, bruh, oh, you EJ lover. You just love EJ. And I'm like, bro, I really don't fuck. I mean, I do fuck with EJ. I pick EJ to win. But I really don't fuck with EJ like that. I don't. I listen to these certain people and I'm like, bro, y'all niggas love EJ. It's okay. That's cool. It go the same way with Bud. I fuck with Bud, but I fuck with Bud. But I don't fuck with Bud like that. I fuck with Devin over everybody. Y'all know what it is. I fuck with Devin. Right. And so when I look at the other fighters, I'm sitting here like, bro, I got love for all of them. But at the same time, if it's a Devin and Tank situation, you can put me in the corner and say, this is where I'm at. You can put me there. You gonna tell me Tank got that power, he gonna stop them. I know what it is. But at the same time, I ain't got no problem with it. I ain't got no problem. My problem comes where when it comes to Bud and EJ, I can't be a fan of both. And then even though I picked EJ to win the fight, I still love Bud. And now I gotta argue against him. The shit becomes so.
It become exhausting, you know, and it becomes draining, and that's why I learned early on to not even really allow it to do that to me any longer. And dude, when you stand on your own square, when you your own self, man, you are able to fluctuate and navigate through all these different chats and all these different energies daily and still be respected and still be yourself when you don't kiss ass because the host is pro this way, and you don't kiss ass when the host is pro that way. And you're going to get pushback from the ass kissers in these different chats. But when you know who you are, man, you expect the unexpected, and you expect silliness from juvenile thinking folk who only gonna go whatever way the host of the channel is going, whatever way they can fart, and these people are gonna say it smell good. So once you understand what you're up against, man, that shit just roll off of your back, because when you're a grown ass man, that all that little nitpicking I see every day, the shit no longer affects you, you know. So you shouldn't have to get all upset and I want to fly out and kick your ass. Oh well, fuck you because Earl better, or fuck you because Bud better. Man, grow up and let's just wait on the fights, man. That's all.
But and Rick, one of the reasons I fuck with you so strong, cause goddamn it, we been there, and I be like, man, the nigga, we damn near had the same opinion on the majority of the shit. It's like, bro, hey, make the motherfucking fight. When the fight happen, we can talk about it. Until then, what am I gonna say? So, but Rick, man, I gotta get you on. You know, we got rocking with Right Side over here, man, and I gotta get you on, man. I gotta get your story. You know what I'm saying? We'll definitely tap it up outside of this, but gotta get your story, gotta get everything you had going on in life, man. It's gonna be a hell of a show, in my opinion, man. We will have, for everybody listening. First things first, Rick, man, give your last words, and then we'll go ahead and promote everything we got going. But man, Rick, thank you. Man, for anybody who don't know, Rick, correct me if I'm wrong. Me and my brother, we done had multiple conversations about Bud and EJ, about Devin and Tank. We done had every damn conversation we can pretty much have as far as fights go. And I got much love and respect for you. And I appreciate you, bro. Like, you one of the individuals, if I'm in the chat with you, I'm going to shout you out simply because I know, goddamn it, I know me and Rick, we got shit in common as far as boxing shit going on. You feel me? It is what it is, but I know I'm fucking with Rick, and I know my brother fucking with me. And man, Rick, man, give your last words, brother.
Hey man, I reciprocate everything you're saying. You know, likewise, man. Much respect and love to you, man. And hey, everybody, just have a good, safe night, man. Just keep it real, keep it black, and shit. That's it, man.
Hey, Rick, man, appreciate you, bro. Next time, bro, I'm gonna shoot you my information, and gotta get you on the show. Look at
we're gonna make that happen. That's what's up.
Looking to have you on the show within the next month. We will definitely talk about it, and definitely got to get you on here because, of course, I'm gonna put you on the hot seat, of course. But You got the energy, bro. You gonna answer the questions with cool calmness and respect. And so, man, I look forward to it, brother. I look forward to it.
All right, man. Good night, y'all.
Take it easy, my brother. Man, we had a hell of a show tonight. I would be remiss as always if I didn't shout out my brother Ben Israel, my brother Rick Timms in the building, educated Jab in the building, man. If y'all don't know, the brother is from St. Louis, educated man. Man, you know what it is, bro. Gotta get my brother on the show. Gotta get him on the show. You know what I'm saying? We have my brother Philip H. Philip H, bro, gotta have you on as well, man. Man, y'all, if y'all don't know, it ain't just about, you know what I'm saying, and their own thing. That ain't what Rocking with Right Side is about. Rocking with Right Side is definitely about getting to know each individual. After this, now it's 3:15. Now I'm not going. I mean 3:25. I ain't going nowhere after this. But normally I would go to another panel. Man, my brother Bass in the building. Philip H, like I said, educated Jab. Ben Israel. Man, if y'all in the building, I apologize if I didn't catch y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, sub to the channel, man. And man, we're gonna do what we do. You feel me? And we're gonna do it. We have we're gonna expand the channel. We're gonna have we had our first mock draft this past Friday, right? We're gonna be talking about the Georgia recruiting class. And if anybody want to jump in, matter of fact, you know this is how crazy it is right here. This is how crazy it is, cause people they want to tell me that I don't fuck with nobody, and I'm scared that this is what it is right here. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm dropping the link one more time. Anybody who want to get on, and I'm not doing it. Yeah, the family know what it is. The family know it ain't nothing against them. But I've been accused of not wanting to allow individuals on the platform, right? This is on other panels, ducking individuals, all of that. And so at the end of the day tonight, before I jump off, the link once again. So if just to make sure nobody ain't saying that I'm ducking them. I do want to shout out my family though. I gotta shout out my family. Educated said, Doug, that's a short for a whole community. Talk about it, bro. Doug. What it is? Oh, Rick Channels. No, he posted. He didn't drop it. He didn't drop the link for his channel. You know what I'm saying? But I honestly, I don't think my brother Rick Channels got a channel like that. I don't think he got a channel like that. Already, y'all know what it is. Hey, I put my. Let me make sure. I put my email out there. Make sure, bro. You know, man, and you know it ain't nothing but love, my brother. See that's the craziest thing is that I got individuals and not me. Let me rephrase that. I've worked with individuals. Somebody like my brother, educated Jab. Shit. I was on his panel before I had a panel. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, that's my brother, and I love him. And hey, it is what it is. Yes, sir. Let's see. What's this? Mm-hmm. Hey, educated, send it again, bro. I have not. Yeah, send it one more time, educated. Let me know if that's a problem. Let me make sure I'm. I'm gonna check again. Let's do. Yep, and that's the problem. I know exactly what the problem is. I represent for the killers at Third World Uptown Calio on the map. Hey, educated, they ain't gonna hold you, bro. I don't know what the fuck going on with this goddamn. This some weird ass shit they got going on with my motherfucking. Hey, educated, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me, bro.
Dub, you hear me?
Hold on, bro. Hold on.